And we clock in once more for our shift at the Windies on the moon. Oh yeah, I forgot. We unlocked I forgot the sports uniform. You two still having an existential conversation about boys?
Oh, good.
This BB or whatever runaway AI has appeared, but this girl here hasn't changed a bit. All of us are worried she might get gobbled up at any moment. That alone makes her fall head over heels for President Leo. Yeah. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't think Leo is like... He is aware of his sexuality, but he does not, like... He is not interested in anything. Except seeing us kissing other girls. So, with the walkthrough that Zaku gave you, did it say where we should head to first?
Pulling it up now. It says, ask a student council member how to obtain SG. Conversation with Shinji.
I don't want to know what that's
second hallway. And then, there's another conversation event with Sesyoin in the first floor hallway.
Gotcha, alright, well. I will take over also being Shinji, since Zako usually does him. The hell are you? Don't talk to me! Unlike you, I'm busy, see? What's it anyway? About Ronnie's secret? Just rile her up somehow, and it'll come tumbling out, duh. You want to take Gil until Zako gets here?
Sure! Amuse her with a gamble and expose her true colors. Yes, the basics are there, but why do you know of Tsukiko's troubles?
By accident. I just happened to overhear when I was in front of the student council room. I don't want to join you guys or anything. Oh no, don't be the male equivalent of Rin.
Why is he doing this? Why is he like this? Why is he like this?
To be fair, we know why Shinji is like this, but it does not excuse why Shinji is like this.
No, it does not. Absolutely not.
I almost just went up Yorikobi to you, sir.
Do you have wares? Potion seller? I need your strongest potion.
Oh yeah, I think... Okay, we have one. We need this. Okay, so this is the only one we don't have. Oh yeah, now we gotta go deal with... What's worse about you is you make Shinji palpable. Ronnie's final secret, It's difficult to say, as I've never met Ronnie. What's your take, Anderson? I know you had Anderson.
I did. I sure did. I'm waiting for my screen to catch up. A maiden's secret. No need to mull over it for even a second. You really thought I would want to know something like that?
Also, thank you for reminding me that I forgot to share my screen in the server.
Thank you. Incredible.
There we go.
Suddenly there's no delay. I wonder.
I may have also forgotten to bring up Twitch on my phone so I can keep an eye on chat, so I'm doing that now too.
No worries.
Take 3 days off from streaming if you forget your whole situation.
You know what? Of all the days to have some type of, like, wonder, today is a good day.
Yeah.
A young girl's troubles can always fall into one of three groups. Troubles over her face, over her chest, or over boys. Anderson.
Yeah. Well, in all honesty, we should have expected that.
I know, but, like, you can do better, bud. There's no other topic as worthless to study. If you want some fortune-telling on love, ask someone else. It's not my act to play in. Alright, that one's true.
Mm-hmm. I apologize. As you can see, discussions about innocent boys and girls put him in a worse mood than usual. But hey, Anderson, there's no special reason why Ronnie would have a secret about love, you know.
Are you serious? A harpy like you should be able to smell a fragrant girl's pretension all the way from the labyrinth.
I mean, fair.
Such is the mind of a maiden, casually leveraging her assets to entice her interest. Good lord, she's so proud of her she's so proud her face is frozen.
I don't understand what you mean, but have you completely figured out Ronnie's secret?
Yes, thus, I can't give advice. Giving a girl's secret to outsiders is the height of stupidity. Like praising flowers while you pluck them. Hypothetically, if ever there was a writer who would do that, then they should hurry and settle down and switch to making documentaries.
Ha! I feel like that's a dig at Shakespeare.
It is! It, like, even if it's not, it is now. Or what, Kiara? Are you telling me to become an honest writer? Putting the plain truth down with my pen?
You really are a pain to deal with. I apologize, Tsukiko. Please seek help from someone else.
She could have just stopped at seek help.
Yeah. But I feel like that's something we would have to tell her.
That's true.
The ability to slightly heal our servant. Let's see what else we have here. That just increases our mana. Just mana increase. Okay, that's 10 times to stun defeat weaker enemies. Oh no, now I remember. Yeah, that's something that you can do in the overworld to weaken an enemy before battle, but it's very imprecise, at least how I remember it.
Right.
I think we might want to put this one on because I'm not sure if we're still going to have to deal with Robin Hood. And as much as he is my mood kindred in many ways, I don't like poison. So let's see here. Okay, that one helps us see stuff about our enemy. So I'm going to keep... Yeah, Hero Medic, where are you? Yeah, we also got this one. Okay, so that's damage and stun against guard. There it is. Alright, so since I'm going to assume that that's what we need to do, just go back into the dungeon.
We still have a bit more, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
So the next up is Karigiri in the janitor's room on the first floor.
This seems to be a storage room. There's a mess of old tools piled up inside. I don't see anything useful. Also, there's no need to go in and get myself covered in dust. Oh yeah, I totally forgot the janitor's room is where we've got our Hikomori. Oh, they actually let us in for once. I know, since I've been monitoring Ronnie's last secret, right? Can't really say I'm sure. Jinako doesn't know much about real interpersonal relationships. Do you know, Karna? Wow, like, just throwing it out there. Do you want to take Karna? Oh.
Yeah, I could do that. Let's see. That young lady puts the conclusion far too ahead of everything else. Discernment over intuition. Choice by necessity over chance. What happens when one lives? That's fine. I can read English. What happens when one lives as such, Jinako?
Heck if I know, I'm pretty sure I told you not to redirect every single topic over to Jinako.
Lose the experience of defeat, you mean? When those who possess great insight evade defeat too much, they unfamiliarize it. Victory is assured when it involves one's expertise. If the result turns out unlike what she expects, she may see signs of her mind. Sorry, I said too much. After all, we merely observed over the monitor. I don't want you to take it to heart.
And where to now?
Pulling it up. Looks like we need to head to Gato, third year classroom on the second floor.
What's this? Yep. Oh, we know it's important because he actually has the right text bubble over his head. You say you know Ronnie's secrets. You're becoming more of an audacious Amazoness.
He has arrived.
Yes. Also, hey, Jake. And it's actually only 2 of us right now. Zako may join in later.
3 of us.
Oh.
3 of us. He has arrived.
Oh.
I'm just crawling in.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I will never know when people join calls whenever I stream. But do you want to take over, Gato?
Somebody hand this son bitch a beer already.
I do owe you for saving me, and this could be a chance to flaunt my strength if I could do it, but forget it. I, Monji Koto, am hopelessly clueless when it comes to the minds of women. Even Homer sometimes nods.
Also, thank you for the resub, Zako.
It's all good. So, yeah, sorry for the delay, folks. I was unfortunately... the weather is really fucky right now, to the point that it keeps shifting between it's gonna thunderstorm to bright, sunny 75 weather. And compounded by the fact that I just came back from a local Burger King and just had the worst root beer of my entire life.
That's so tragic.
Yeah, like what?
Like,
what was it? A rare kind of root beer?
no, it was a Barks root beer, and I can usually do it. It's like my last option for root beer, but I've never had a bad one until today. I guess there was something in their machine because I think they just invented a Dasani flavored root beer.
Ugh.
Real quick, we want to head to the council, the student council room.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, sorry about the walkthrough not working. I don't get why it's not.
It was weird. It just kept telling me like forbidden, and I'm like, but why?
You want to know about my secrets? Us AI have a duty to answer any questions, so strictly speaking, I have none. However, there are some matters in which we've been preset to keep silent on. Private matters. Those would count as secrets to an AI. If Randy is somewhat like us, then I don't believe that she would ever talk about her own secrets. But no program is perfect. Even if each individual part is perfect, the 2 parts collide, the reaction can breed flaws. I am unable to define whether such instability is merely error or something of the mind, though. If you can agitate or even make Ronnie excited, you might be able to get a glimpse of her secret garden. Oh no, we've already learned a little too much about Ronnie.
Get her pissed off or get her horny. Got it.
There was too much of the latter in the last episode. I hope we just have to make her mad.
Also, that Sakura, you're a Sakura. You have secrets deeper than the fucking crust.
Yeah. Like, just before you got here, Zako, we were asking, Shinji, why are you like this? They were like, we know why he's like this. It doesn't make it any better. I forget who was Gawain.
I think it was Saris.
Lady Ronnie's secret. Well, this is just my impression, but she has an avid thirst for knowledge. I hate it here. A know-it-all, if you will. I interpreted her first SG to be essentially the desire for a prince on a white stallion. Thus, the third may be surprisingly childish. Though she appears to be one without pity, perhaps she merely has yet to learn a way to express her emotions.
True, she only
Okay,
just
so he
barely...
wasn't being horny. He was just calling her dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though, from playing the first one, we do know that she only barely just discovered how to have a personality and a sense of, like, self-worth. So what he says actually does ring pretty true. I'll save Leo for... Who do you think I should save for last, Leo or Rin?
Probably Leo, because he'd probably have the wildest thing to say.
Fair enough.
Ronnie's secret, huh? I feel like there's the other two were like, oh yeah, but could it really be that she thinks she has no more secrets? That would be big trouble for us. If she herself has a secret she doesn't know about, no amount of poking or prodding may do any good. How to uncover Ronnie's secret garden, We don't seem to have any leads at the moment. The Sakura Labyrinth is the projection of a young girl's mind, which has become a core. We can only hope for a clue in the labyrinth. That was shockingly tame for Leo.
I'm sure he'll make up for it when we go down there. Also, I'm not sure if I said it last time, but like Robin Hood is probably, in terms of like Fate Servants revealed, that based on like the if you don't have like something that tethers the servant to you, that you just get a random servant picked by personality. I think Robin Hood would be mine. Either that or an assassin. Which that's something
probably.
Oh, go ahead.
I'd probably get Hector.
Fair. Also, I would love for them to do a reskin / upgrade servant for Robin Hood that does make him an assassin, because his entire backstory in Fate is just guerrilla warfare.
Honestly, no truer truths have been spoken on this day. Like, I get why he's a ranger, it's obvious, but like, he should also be an assassin.
Yep.
Sadly, I don't think Robin's going to be getting any of that care from Fate. I mean, for crap's sake, Jason, an absolute joke character that was once a background NPC, became a 1-star, and then he eventually got upgraded, I think, into a 4-star.
And they also made him like a Gil clone and completely irredeemable, when despite the fact that he is one of the most complex characters when you come to Greek mythology, because he tried to do everything the right way, nothing ever went the way he wanted, and then he married the wrong person, and then got very stupid at the end. But then again, Medea also has original lore and fate of being constantly betrayed. So do we talk to Ronnie here? Just go around.
Let me pull up my thing. Talk to Ronnie at the door.
You never learn to listen, do you? I told you that I won't. Oh. Could what you're holding it be a chess set? I nod, yes. For a second, Ronnie's eyes look like amethysts as they sparkle with joy like a child.
Do you like chess?
Let me think. If I had to say whether I like it or hate it, I would say I like it. Did you know? India holds some of the oldest known origins of chess in the world. My nationality isn't India, but my mentor who created me seemed to have an attachment to that country. By the way, if you have this much free time, then how about playing a game with me? I'm pretty free as well right now. An unexpected offer. Rani, who wouldn't get provoked no matter what we did, came out and asked me to play a game all on her own. I'm surprised. I shouldn't need to mention this, but if you win, you won't be able to obtain a secret garden. This is just a demonstration. I have to ascertain my own accuracy by competing with external thinking subroutines. To do so, a fair and impartial game is preferable. Reflexes, stamina, no impact. Starting on equal terms, play made only through the fluidity of our thought. It's the universe's fairest game. Ronnie, don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like playing chess with you is like playing against a human version of Deep Blue.
Fair game, huh? But we just don't have the time for it. On average, it takes an hour to play. It's hard to think that this is anything but a strategy to waste our time.
Don't worry about it. If we do play chess, then I will take the other player to a private playroom. It's an accelerated space created to play chess, though only for thoughts. It can contract time by a factor of 10 cubed, 1,000 times. No matter how long we take, the passage of time in reality will be negligible. We can freely immerse ourselves in thought experiments.
She has her own hyperbolic time chamber.
Mhm.
This may be our chance. Sonny, play a game with her. It might even expose Ronnie's weak points.
I agree with Rin's proposal. There's nothing to risk it if we lose, so I went along with Ronnie and accepted. I'm not that familiar with chess, but maybe I'll get the hang of it if I play.
Excellent.
Beautiful choice, then let's start without delay. Can you eat the pieces in a thought experiment?
Lost in 1 second?
That's not it, I didn't lose in a second. In that chess playroom, aka Ronnie's hobby space, countless struggles to death unfolded. What?
Appropriate punishments will begin in
Oh,
5,
hi.
4, 3.
Hi, Bob and friends. Welcome. We, just went into the hyperbolic chime room of chess. Technically, I held out for at least 1 second. At least!
This is absurd. You finally had your chance and you squander it. How utterly useless you are, mongrel.
The vain Gilgamesh spits out, arms firmly crossed. Well, easy to say on the sidelines.
What's with that look? I won't partake.
All talk. The king of heroes is all talk.
Unbelievable. Ronnie, open the gate. I'll play, for my amusement. I won't be trying seriously, but you must try to your full extent. I will judge any leniency to be disrespect.
Also, Bob, I hope you had a good time over on your stream. Was today a Maelstrom day?
Yeah.
Ah, well, I'm glad that Season 2 is going well. And great to have you all here. For those who don't know, we are playing through the very recently finished localization of Fate extraCCC, where now we are basically handling a failing Wendy's on the surface of the moon in a supercomputer that's run by Evil Priest.
No, we're officially Dendies now.
Dendies!
I mean, we just had a hyperbolic time chamber. We're obviously in the lookout.
No, I got this. It's a combination Denny's and Wendy's.
That's
Oh.
cursed.
Oh, Lord, that'd be so bad. Now I'm just imagining... Oh. The
So
only-
if it's a Denny's, it's a combination Denny's and Wendy's. Like, I have no other explanation for this. I'm sorry.
Also, thank you, Squinto. Fate extra thick! Your concerns are unnecessary. When it comes to chess, I have no concept of going easy.
They took a full 5 seconds. Is it a tie due to going overtime?
No, I was totally defeated. I was on the defensive ever since mid-game. Oh, oops. What button did I press?
まさか本当に
No way! That guilty guy is actually smart? Does he not think at human speed?
甘いわ
Don't be mistaken, miser. The moment one looks ahead, they have already been defeated. The board is not for predicting the future. It's for looking at it from above. I always look at the correct move. I don't mind even for a card game next. Though the worst game to fight me equally in is one where you hope to get the hand you want. Oh no, Gil's even hacked the heart of the cards. Quite a different way of looking at it, as one would expect from Mr. Gold. I can only imagine what he can see a few levels ahead.
Doesn't Gil also have a canonically super high luck stat in Fate?
Yes.
Also, just give me a second here. I just got a random notification I didn't need to clear. I always have to check whenever...
Squinto has it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Squinto has it. Dendy's Grand Spam Breakfast.
Incredible.
Croc says Dendy's Baconator Pancakes.
Oh, wow.
Incredible.
It's my loss. However, it was an obvious thing. The gap in our abilities was clear from the start. It would actually be strange if I won. Thus, this one doesn't count.
Oh, boo!
Since I personally anticipated this outcome, it was difficult to gain any satisfaction. So, is anyone else interested in playing?
Sore loser.
Sometime later. Not just us, but Leo, Rin, Sakura, even Gawain competed with Ronnie across their signals. The result was a loss after loss. Even Leo was unable to topple Ronnie's king. Are there no more challengers? But I also see that actually is one of the things that would be canonical, because the only thing that stopped Ronnie was the fact that her servant in the last Grail War, Lubu, was incompatible with fighting Rin's old servant, which was Ku. And so she literally was like, well, I can't win. I was literally programmed that if I couldn't win, to blow up my servant. And that's the only reason why Ronnie lost at all. Because I think Lubu could have taken Gawain.
None. There's no way anyone other than Gale has an optimal strategy to beat you. She's right. I ascertained that from a single bout. As far as chess goes, I'm far and away from Ronnie.
Leo announcing our defeat was the final nail in the coffin. Similarly, I also came to realize that even if I played tens of thousands of games, I wouldn't be able to beat Ronnie. Excluding Gilgamesh, it looked like it'll be tough to beat Ronnie with the people we have here. Now then, please take your leave. Ah, playing a fair game is the most wonderful feeling. Oh, Shinji didn't, and Shinji is canonically in this game a pro gamer. All games.
Oh, God. Alright. Give me 1 second. Let me get my, let me down a bit of my gamer subs and get my shit heal on. Looks like you need my help, eh? Did we have games with pieces back in ancient Uruk, you ask? The answer is obvious. All of humanity's intellectual property from all origins come from my stores. That King of Conqueror's library only imitates mine. Hey, it sure does look like my time to shine, huh?
We were ignoring you for the sake of our own mental health, Shinji. Do not blame us. Ah, Shinji, where'd he come from?
I was here the whole time. Do you know how many minutes I've been waiting here?
Well, if we say about, less than a minute for every one of the people that I named, 7. Shinji, you were waiting for me, Tsukiku Moon. Why on earth? Well, that's what I would say, but it's not really that strange. Maybe he was spying on the student council again.
I heard about it from Sakura, Ronnie, chess, how no one could beat her, except for Gilgamesh. I don't feel like joining in on your pointless floundering, but I can't just ignore a classmate in trouble, you know?
Yeah, you typically like to kick those when they're down.
It won't hurt to show off what this #1 game champ of Asia is made of. I'll lend you a hand, Moo Moo.
The fact that he said that whole thing with confidence.
I'm
For
a
shame.
gamer, unironically. Though minuscule, I felt an aura.
Kingliness.
Could this Shinji be the king of buffoons?
Yeah.
Get him.
King? Well, sure, I guess. I am the game champ. I practically sweat auras. Hey now, that servant of yours has a real sharp set of eyes on him. He's all golden and looks tough.
He literally just said you're an idiot. And you are praising his evaluation.
But I was called a king. Dang, he looks so cool. Not that he could beat my rider, as long as she's not hammered. Whatever. Anyway, go on over to Ronnie. I'll be on standby in the student council room. Got it?
Shinji's full of energy. Let's trust the game champ's skills and try challenging Ronnie once again.
So there's a blurb here
Okay.
that says, you can get a shortcut by talking to Jinako in the janitor's room on the first floor of the school building. It is unknown whether shortcuts will affect events.
Do we want to try it? 'Cause it's not that far.
Well,
along.
we're gonna have to talk. Well, we're gonna have to talk to her again anyway. So
Okay.
yeah, let's just go. Let's try it. Actually, wait. You know what? I think I know what's gonna happen. Let's just go back to the labyrinth.
Okay.
Because if what happens, if what I think is about to happen happens, then it'll be worth.
Okay.
では始めるか。命をかけろよ、雑種。
I just realized we just instead of saying that we were running a Wendy's, we're running a Euro Kobe's. Let's be real here. We know who the manager is.
再挑戦を希望するのですね。
So
いい
you
で
will.
しょう。それでは専用のプレイブームを。
Oh, she's actually voicing it this time.
Yeah, I know. That threw me off.
Okay, so now it's not voiced. Consistency. What is it? Hold it! You're not facing Moon Moon this time. I'll lay it right on you. You'll be facing the feared player of Asia, Keating Boy. Here's a special welcome from me, Ronnie the Eighth.
ミスゴリラ。
A message to everyone in the student council room. Why conduct such foolishness?
Eh? Shinji, when did you get on the bench? Hey, that's the treasurer's seat. Don't get so flustered, Tosaka. Don't go swooning from watching my super play from the front row.
Oh, Lord. Leo, is this okay?
Why not? There's no penalty if he loses the game. Shinji may have a chance to win. Let him do it, it'll be funny. Well, it might be true if Leo says so, but really? Just leave it to me. I learned the basics of chess from my father when I was 5 years old. Oh, Lord.
I'm more surprised that your father was still around.
On my pride as a human player, I won't be losing to an AI just yet.
Damn it, why'd you have to start actually saying things that we have to be morally on board with? Very well, if that's how you feel, then I won't back down. Off to the playroom then. Let's have a fair game. Faint hits of fatigue can be seen in Ronnie's eyes. Did he really beat her? That was quite a game. On the best of 3-point system, I won 2 straight games. He looks like he's about to cry. I love it.
ダメですね。
Looks like we got our hopes up.
So my kingliness detector was malfunctioning. It's not over! One more set! It's not my loss until I win! The will to keep on winning is important! The legendary game champ Ume said those words too!
Continue playing. As long as the game is fair, I'll accept challengers, but... Is that really what you want, player Shinji? You should be sensible enough to tell how good we both are from those 2 rounds. You're 2 games behind me. If you were 1 behind, you could win in the 3rd round. But if you can't catch up 2 games to me, then you'll never be able to win, no matter how many rounds we play. Over the transmissions, Shinji can be heard grinding his teeth over his resentment. Shinji may be unreasonable, but he's not the type of person who doesn't understand logic. Taking Ronnie's point, Shinji lets out a deep sigh and accepts his defeat.
I hate to say it, but you're right. Good game, Ronnie. Let's play an action game next time.
Over the transmission, the sound of someone leaving a seat could be heard. It sounds like Shinji left the student council room with good sportsmanship. It was worth seeing this unexpected side of Shinji, but our situation still hasn't changed. Aren't there any other players around who could stand a chance against beating Ronnie?
Find Shinji like crying in the corner of what's his face's store.
Also, I just want to believe that, like, no one has attempted to ask Julius, because Julius' preferred way of playing chess is killing his opponent before they can show up and then taking the official W.
Oh no, I wouldn't even say that. I'd say he just shoots the guy from across the table once the game starts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not... Oh no! Is it really gonna be him?!
It is.
Other
Congratulations.
direction.
To be fair, no one could predict that motherfucker! Let's see if he has any bitter words.
I hate to say it, but Ronnie won. I am a gamer. We accept it when we lose in the game. No, you do not! But just you wait. No doubt that one day, I'll give her a run for her money in chess.
All this mentioning of Shinji and Gamer is just now having me picture him doing the Joker dance at the top of the stairs.
Listen, if he was a real fighting game player, he keeps asking for salties, okay? 1,000 armed cannon can save 25 worlds with each hands, but I'm incapable of intervening in Jinako's tiny world. My training is lacking.
Oh, I thought it was...
Did you forget what I said earlier?
Well, no, that's who I thought it would be, because I didn't think anyone could predict him.
Oh, no. What I said before.
Yeah, I didn't
Go
hear...
find Jinako.
Oh, Jinako. Okay. That's what they meant by shortcut. A real busy bee, eh, Sonny? Words reaches even all the way out here. You def got the pro tag vibes in an errand girl kind of way. Wow, that's the most backhanded of backhanded compliments. Thank you. But you came at a good time for Jinako to pause. Thus, she took a break from leveling to listen to you.
Oh.
So, made any progress? Now I get it. Communication from the student council room were so quiet because Jinako wasn't commentating. It sounds like she is so absorbed in leveling that she wasn't monitoring the student council room. She was doing dailies in her, like, 17 gotchas. For the time being, I decided to explain to Jinako about the events that unfolded after discovering the chess set. When Sonny was seeking out that secret garden, you all started partaking in the game in games of chess before you could realize it. I don't really get it, but I know that I'm tired of these template requests. Nyah, so occultish, right? Jinako, just go play chess. Well, it's a teensy bit tough for me. I didn't really see this coming, and... I just can't. Ronnie scares me. I don't have any obligation to do it. Remember, Jinako is just a NEET. What are you expecting out of a NEET? We basically just have one special skill. Waste time and money.
It's true.
Oof. I see. I thought for sure that a game fanatic like Jinako would do it.
Jinako.
I can't remember who we had this Karna.
I could take him.
That works.
Oh, sure.
My lord, are you truly okay with this? Tsukiko Moon. This may be presumption, but listen well. When Jinako mentions the occult, it is a sign she is waiting a reply.
What are you blabbing about, you nosy servant? I'm useless. That's the end of it.
I'm aware of that. My lord is useless, master. As your servant, I can assert this.
Forget one remark. Everything you say is so excessive, like... Why are you asking me for that? Is Sonny, do you think I can just wing it or something? I replied, yeah. Jinako calls herself useless. That's just her personal opinion. I only just met Jinako after all. I have to gradually learn more about what kind of person she is. She can call herself useless, but doesn't actually feel like it. That serious look you got stings. Fine. Turning you down seems worse in the end, so I'll get off my heavy ass and help a bit. That heavy part is just a metaphor. Just a mental or conceptual kind of thing. Jinako is lighter than she looks. Whatever you need to tell yourself.
Well, you really are heavy, though. If you continue this lifestyle, you may just reach an astounding 4-digit weight. Wow!
Jesus, Karna.
Tsukiko Moon, I want you to warn her. At least tell her to abstain from snacking in between meals.
I think it's time I should remind all the people that, in terms of, like, weight gain and weight loss in Japan, they have very specific standards, so much so that, the general in, Hellsing is constantly in the original translation referred to as obese, when he's just small and a little pudgy.
This is also the point when I would like to remind the general viewer that you should not listen to Karna right now. At this rate, Jinako will do higher damage if she crashed down from the sky. Okay. Sir. Let me reread this. 'Cause that's rude. At this rate, Jinako will do higher damage if she crashed down from the sky than my spear would.
And in this universe, your spear is the power of a small sun!
Uh-huh.
You really do talk too much! Are you saying my weight is a noble phantasm level? Ahem. Let's get back to the topic at hand before I strangle him. Sonny, you want to find Ronnie's secret garden, right? So you want me to play along with her, demonstrated interest in chess. Sorry, but the very premise of that is all wrong. A secret garden is a secret of the mind, so you can't go making her have fun. A chess match is exactly what she's aiming for. Besides, Ronnie brought up how chess is a fair game, right? That's wrong, too. Chess is a fair game, but it's not an equal game. Jinako thought of a way to leverage that thought of a way to leverage that to whoop Ronnie easy, so hurry up and do a 180 back to the labyrinth, Sonny. Chess is fair, but it's not equal? I don't know what that means, but it seems like Jinako will help us. Let's go back to the Sakura labyrinth again and talk to Ronnie. Also, Zakoduo, we're caught up on all of the Mystic codes that are available currently. I wanted to just let you know.
Perfect. Let's see here. Yep, go talk to her.
Gil, I can't wait till we can get like one of those costume options for you so you don't constantly just clack.
My armor goes jingle jangle.
That seems to be the only voice line they record for this.
Oh, never mind.
あなたが私の相手を見たところ平凡なプレイヤーのようですが天才系のマスターからこぼれる何気ない事実は傷つくっすね。でも今回ばっかりは耐えるっす。だってゲームの後涙をこらえて悔しがるのはラニさんの方っすからね。あなたが私に勝利すると例えば 気持ちの上では負けていないといった話ではなく
Also, I think I realized what Jinako was saying, because there is a somewhat favorable thing that starts out every game. It's whichever color is chosen, and most master chess players prefer to choose black because they like to have a retort move rather than put out a first move. So if Ronnie's been choosing black this entire time, she has been playing a fair game, but unequally.
もち主観的なジャッジじゃなくて客観的なジャッジで勝てるっすよ。運が良ければの話だけど。
あまりにも浅はかです。チェスはこの世で最も公正公平なゲーム。そもそも運が良ければ勝てるなどという発言自体、あなたが三流である証拠。
You're a third.
Hey, now
Go ahead.
as a gotcha player, I can absolutely rebuke that.
I was just gonna say that Ronnie was doing a Seto Kaiba. You're a third-rate player with a fourth-rate piece.
それそこ。チェスが公正なのは認めるけど、公平ではないと思うんだ、私。ラニさん、チェスは最高のゲームって言ってたらしいけど、チェスほど不公平なゲームはないですよ。
何を言うのです。チェスは公正公平なゲームです。運の要素を一切排し、2人のプレイヤーが同条件で思考ルーチンの精度を競い合う。これ
不公平じゃん。どんなにゲームシステムがイーブンでも、打つプレイヤーの性能に差があるんだから。
何を言うのです。プレイヤーに差があるのは当然です。そのために腕を鍛えるのではないですか。
鍛えても埋まらない差はあるよ。これはあらゆるものにある。だからこの世に平等なものはない。ゲームなんてその最たるものだよ。システムが完璧であればあるほど、あとはプレイヤー性能がゲームの主軸になる。わかる？公平を謳うんなら、それは素人が玄人と対戦しても勝ち目があるルールじゃないといけない。
Oh lord, this is someone who's played way too much fighting games.
チェス、囲碁、将棋なんてこの世で最も不公平なゲームシステムだ。なんでそんなデキゲームにジナコさんは参加しません。ラニさんはそこでズルして勝ち誇るキャラでいてください。
ジナコカリギリ、そこまで言うのでしたら、あなたの言う公平なゲームで勝負をしましょう。どのようなものであれ、それがテーブルゲームであるのなら、私は常に
She's goading her
優秀
into a
だと
game that
証
she
明します。
knows.
そう？じゃあ僕が提案するのは、そうだな。麻雀でいいよ。
Oh no, don't tell me we had to learn the rules of Mahjong.
It's okay, I played Yakuza, I could do this.
かつ運さえ良ければ素人でも玄人を任せる可能性が出てくる。人間力に左右され
For
ない。
clarification, Richi Mahjong is specifically the Japanese version.
公平で俗なゲーム。
Ah, I did not know that. Which does throw out the plan I was going to say where we have you and we call on Wiley and have the only two people that we know Mahjong give commentary.
麻雀、中国の占いが元になったゲームですね。いいでしょう。そう言われては私も引き下がれません。ではプレイルームへ。公正なゲームを。
ああ、もちろん運が絡むゲームだから1回2回の勝ち負けで結果を出しちゃダメだよね。麻雀はトータルの勝ち負けを競うものだから。そうっすね。軽く200回はブツとしましょうか。
望むところです。あなたの思考制度では200局中1局たりとも勝てないと断言します。
オッケー、じゃあプレイ。漫画でも読んで待ってるがケチっすよ。
Can do!
1,000.
I kind of wish we were just sitting on our feet cross-legged. Or Gil was doing a Slav squat.
Yeah.
So, Gil, read any good books?
I've read all books.
Oh yeah, that giant reserve library, huh? Can I borrow some later?
You can rent some.
You know I can't afford that.
Gilgamesh reads?
Eventually! Ronnie still hasn't appeared. Based on every game up until now, the time taken is unprecedented. Entire seconds are passing by. And, sorry, I cut over someone.
Very good. I think it was just an echo.
まだ出てきませんね。それはそうと、レディ・リン、レオの顔が曇っているのは。
そりゃ曇るわよ。ジナコの言い分はレオへのアンチテーゼなんだもの。というより結論か。最終的には何が勝利するのかをジナコは見せつけてくれるわよ。
I kind of want, like, Moon to just be like, you know, and with everyone having such, like, ironclad ideologies, as I feel out of place considering the fact that I basically just have permanent amnesia. Oh, she did do it!
I would like to point out that sitting position is very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. More than 10 minutes has already passed.
Damn!
Maybe they've been in that private room for more than a week now. No matter how much thought is involved in tabletop games, playing it for this long might be kind of dangerous. The moment I had that apprehension...
They have no idea. If they think 10 minutes is bad, try 4 hours.
そんな、こんなの認めない。疲れたっす。200局中167敗33勝。
Damn!
運だけでも勝ちは拾えるもんすな。
200 full rounds, 167 losses, 33 wins. That means Ronnie won. In total, Ronnie dominated. She proved that she has luck and is invincible. And yet, why does she look so frustrated, I wonder?
負けた。一局でも負けた。それはすなわち。
She's a perfectionist.
そうっすよ。一局でも負ける可能性がある以上、回数を増やしていけば横並びになる未来もあるっす。200回では勝ち越した。1000回でも勝ち越せる。でも、これが1億、1兆なら、お互いの勝ち星と負け星は均一になる可能性が出てくる。いや、均一になるまで勝負しないと、どちらが優れているのかは測れない。
うわあ、すごいロジックエラーです。結果を出さないと優劣は測れないのに、結果を出したら優劣はなくなる。
That's the magic of gacha, baby.
Yeah. Also,
2% chance of winning means 2% chance. Roll the dice.
Yeah, and also, now we know that, Ronnie is both a perfectionist and exhibitionist. I have learned more than I've ever wanted to learn.
要は我慢比べってこと。先に値を上げた方が負け。こうなると、もうゲームの腕前なんて関係ないのよ。現実的な仮説ではありません。1億回なんて、そんな回数のゲームに人間は耐えられません。
ニートを甘く見るなっす。ご褒美のないルーチンワークは僕らの領域。数をこなすことだけが僕らの才能っすからね。そして思い知れ。真に公平なゲームっていうのは、誰がやってもイーブンになるもの。ラーニさんの公平さは嘘っぱちっす。
そんなことは決して。私は公平なゲームを。
じゃあ次の200回行くっすか？そういうことっす。ラーニさんはゲームをしたかったんじゃない。単に頭の良さを見せつけたかっただ
け。
違います。私は彼女が偶然にもチェスを持っていたからプレイを提案しただけで。
I'm gonna step away for like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
そのチェスがあったのはこのフロアっす。ラニさんは自分の得意な、いえ、自分が絶対勝てるゲームをわざわざ用意したっすね。俺つえしたかったっすか。ああ、ゲームで遊びたかっただけならまだ可愛かったのにな。幻滅だな。
違います。私はただ皆さんに公正なゲームの美し
初めはそうだったかもしれないけど、本音が出ちゃったんだにゃ。SG がないなんてとんでもない。このフロアそのものがラニさんの心。はっきり言ってやるっす。 これはラニさんの無意識のよどみ。自分の性能を誇示したくて仕方がなかった理系女子の
Wow.
慣れの葉ですよ。
Gawain was right on the money. She is just a smarty pants.
Rasengan.
Rasengan.
これがラニさんの最後の SG。ジナコさん命名、名付けて最強ジュース。
それが私の最後の秘密。そうですか。私にもまだ解析できない編集があったのですね。いいでしょう。私に自己顕示欲があったことは認めます。ですが、あなたたちは絶対に認めません。特にあなたとジナコカリギリ。この2名は排除対象に設定しました。
Ruh-roh.
私は理性的であろうと、自身に非戦闘のルールを課していましたが、この度、個人的感情に基づいて音速破棄。
Oh no, we set her off.
Yep, we activated her.
ラニエイト本体の中でのリベンジ体罰戦闘に備えて消滅します。より明確かつ端的に言えば、つべこべ言わずにかかってきなさい。万全の状態で完膚なきまでに粉砕して差し上げます。
Ah, I can see why she was Lubu's master now.
Yeah. Randy's offshoot says so in monotone, then vanishes. Now we've gathered her secret garden. All that's left to do is what we did with Ren. Enter the relief and battle Ronnie's true self, but...
数で押し切るとは無粋の極みよな。しかし反論の余地はない。公平さを語った以上、この結末は必然だ。さて、いよいよ大一番だぞ雑種。急所をつかれたのだ。人形であれ怒りに震えていよう。入念に準備をするがよい。
あれ、ちょっと調子に乗ってラニさんをつっつきすぎたっすか。本気にさせちゃった。
ええ、間違いなく。ですが、あの壁を壊すにはラニを撃破し BB から切り離す必要があります。この展開は不可避のものです。一旦校舎に戻って万全の用意を。
I agree with Leo's suggestion. I haven't done anything this time around, but I feel oddly fatigued. We also need to help Kiara, so let's head back to the old school. Okay, good. They gave me a chance because we have never explored this other side of this. Oh, it's. So can I still go back down there and just like check out the entire part of the maze that we never looked at?
I think so.
Okay, cool.
Ah, damn.
Well, might as well look at the secret garden.
And back. Oh, good.
So her secret garden turned out to be Power Gamer.
Yeah, no one's surprised.
Okay, so now we got all this for Izakos if you want to read it.
Let's see here. Weak point. Armpits, back, abdomen, etc. Fetishism, I have no perverted taste. What do you look for in a partner? A generous heart, perhaps. Favorite color underwear? Are you seriously asking me that? How you spend your free time? There's no such thing as free time.
Yeah, that sounds like her. And again, after what we learned, she would very much be like, why would you ask me this? You know what I'm about.
Ronnie's third secret garden. Unmistakably a woman of science. A character. A nature that values theory over sense. Simply a woman belonging to the sciences. Science, engineering, agriculture, medicine, pharmaceuticals, etc. There are plenty of fields where honest daily study is more reliable for increasing merit than flashy activities. Since the scientific community respects data and research, reliable effort is preferred over single-stroke genius. That's why many of them are bad at asserting themselves. Or perhaps it's that they simply don't feel the need to. Forgetting this fact, as well as Ronnie not knowing how to appeal with her efforts in superiority, is what led to a tragedy such as this. Someone that doesn't think of themselves as cute is cute. Originally, this was an ordinary attribute and not an embarrassing secret, but Jiniko's heartless words set unholy fire to Ronnie's insides.
Oh dear lord. We broke her self-image of being homely. So let's see how we are on items. Okay, Oh, it's a key item. Okay. Congratulations, you extracted Ronnie's secret garden safe and sound. With this many fragments of her mind, I can send you into the depths of her consciousness right away, Tsukiko. However, you should head to Leo first. We won't be late. We won't be late even if you proceed to battle after developing a strategy to win with everyone. There's a sort of lack of time here. If you rest for a moment, no, a mere day, or a week, it won't change a thing. I'm gonna see if they'll let me actually go in there.
We'll be able to still explore after we break the floor.
Okay. I'm just super also hyper aware of it because I missed a bunch of stuff in the other playthrough I was doing of my other Fate Extra run recently.
We were able to extract all the secret gardens. Now, just like with Ms. Tosaka, we'll need help from Kiara. What's with that suggestive glance? If you've got something to say, then say it. No, I was just thinking about what it feels like to descend to another person's mind, as merely academic, medical spirit of inquiry. You just have the mind of a voyeur. That is really, it's not something one can answer. Anyway, it didn't matter to me at all. All I did was flare up my desire to fight. Like, if you came to get me, I'll beat you to a pulp.
I just want Tsukiko to lean over to Sakura. The fact that you're the only one on here that doesn't wear their, like, kinks out on their sleeves makes you one of the easiest people to deal with. Thank you.
Flare up your desires to fight, so the one who enters really is perceived as a foreign invader. Ronnie isn't belligerent like Miss Tosaka, but once you enter the depths of her mind, you won't be able to settle things through discourse. When it was Miss Tosaka, her appearance came as a surprise attack, but we know that Ronnie is inside that relief. There's a great chance that she's laid out a trap. Tsukiko, you need to tread very careful. What's this?
Oh no.
Oh god, give me 1 second here. Okay, all you humans who escaped the old school, all you sacrifices wandering the labyrinth, are you hearing me? The Moon Cell's one and only top idol, Lancer's special broadcast is starting. Perk up those ears and listen. Ronnie finally completed the personal stage I had her built for me. I'm giving you a special invitation to celebrate its grand opening. To all you nameless piggies who supplied me with blood so diligently up until now, job well done and many thanks. Now, farewell. I've been rearing you all without killing you, but that ends now. I'm slaughtering every last master and NPC in the torture chamber. What's up with that awful looking sculpture? There's not spiky things inside. No, wait, you put people in there?
The Iron Maiden, a torture device from the Middle Ages. One of that size could pack in 20 people all at once. She's crafty. She spoke of a stage or some such, but there's a countermeasure against Moon. Wait, but there's a countermeasure against Moon. It's a container for magical energy she stocked from slaughtering masters, obviously to use against Moon. You're joking! Does this mean that masters trapped in the torture chamber are going to be executed within that huge, repulsive display?
I'll use your lives to set the finest stage you'll ever get to see. Be glad you get to contribute to my beauty. If you want to blame anyone, blame the squirrely who Ronnie took seriously. My stage was on hold, but now it's completed. So, are you ready? The banquet
Live concert.
is about to begin. Ronnie, roll in the audience.
Sacrifices.
Tonight, I won't be counting calories. We're going hard on this Walpurgis,
Final.
this gluttonous bacchanal.
Cardinal.
I would like to kindly point out that me eating nachos right now feels very rebellious of this sort of sentiment that we've got going on here.
Yeah, it sounds decadent, but also filling. We can't let that happen. We need to stop Lancer and Ronnie now. Quasi-spirit is detected within the labyrinth. Mass signs of masters and NPCs are heading towards Ronnie's relief. They're vanishing into the labyrinth's 6th floor or exit.
Tsukiko, please hurry to the labyrinth. We'll contact Kiara. Please meet up with Ronnie face to face.
No need to tell me twice. I nod to Leo's instructions, then put the student council room behind me. Wait. It's important that we settle things with Ronnie the 8th, but don't forget what comes after. Once Ronnie returns to normal, you'll hit the end of the labyrinth. There's no doubt that BB will be hiding there.
You know that?
While you all were searching Ronnie's labyrinth, I was reinvestigating Rin Tosaka's labyrinth. I couldn't find BB's hideout, though. If that AI is anywhere, it has to be in the farthest depths. If she escapes, we'll be right back to square one, Moon. After you free Ronnie, don't relax. Continue to the end to capture BB. You'll be fighting without pause, but you can do it, right? I return a glance with confidence. To be honest, I didn't have the slightest bit of confidence, but after listening to Julius, my self-confidence swelled! I can't really explain it. His words carried a deep faith in me. Julius is putting his absolute trust in me. The moment I felt that, it was like warm blood rushed through my chest. Which is awkward considering most of his vibe was turning my blood cold the last time. Alright, then hurry. No time to dawdle. I raise a hand to Julius, then leave the student council room for certain this time. Let's hurry now. We'll free Ronnie, capture BB, and escape to the far side of the moon. I also love how easy it is to do a voice for Julius because it's just basically me being like, no, I don't care. Selling key items? No. Darn.
You are not strong enough for his potions. He will not sell them to you.
Well, no, I feel like he has, like, no matter what, if he had strong potions, he would sell them to us because they'd be detrimental. This is Kiritsuga, not Kiritsuga, Kotomine we're talking about. Nope, Kiara, I am ignoring you. I am looking over here.
What the hell? Oh wait, we've already been here.
Well, no, we weren't able to check out, like, fully map this area, so we didn't know if there was more stuff over here, like a separate path. And there's still more stuff that we haven't done over there, so there might be some items that could be useful. Let's say a few extra fights will get us some XP. Oh, now you're so scared of us, huh? Come on, no, you are fighting me! What? Wow, so now, unlike in the last game, they would avoid you if you knew their entire pattern, and this one they must avoid you based on your level. Listen, Gil, I don't want to be a broke bitch, okay? So that's why I'm going to go around here and kill these guys, too. Just spend a lot of money. And apparently getting to know you requires shekels. So, before we started streaming, I was actually telling Sarah about a manga that I think I've mentioned to you that I think you would like, Zako. It's a newer shonen manga named Gachi Kuta.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah, it's one of the more recent, like, newer manga that people are saying could be like a new big three shonen. I highly recommend it. It's kind of like, I should have made this description earlier. Did you ever read Shaman King?
I read a little bit of it, but I watched more of the anime when I was a kid.
Well, you know,
I watched and read it personally.
Yeah. Well, they I don't want to spoil it because it gets to its premise very quickly, but it's kind of fun to get there on your own. But the combat when it starts picking up in that manga, is very remnant of Shaman King or 666 Satan. Now that I think about it. Highly recommend. Nice. Ah, fair enough, Bubba. I actually didn't know that they had a sequel called Flowers. Still one. Free remedy. Though I don't feel like Ronnie is going to be doing much poison with us, at least against Lancer. But I'm happy that
dusting the walkway, but there's no dust, sir. That is called code.
I forgot how strong the Bloodless were. So we're gonna get a lot of experience for this. Also, that's that. I remember, like you pointed out last time, Zako, these things have no defense at all, so all you have to figure out is the proper attack pattern. Give him the old Branson.
リハビリとしては上出来だ。三流はどこまで行っても三流だが。
Oh, it's nice seeing those stats go up.
Number go up.
Yes, we're channeling our inner Genico. It's also great to go around this area with no traps. Oh, now you're afraid of me now.
さて、話にならん。退屈な遊びはほどほどにな。持ちこたえろよ。秋のやつよ。
Oh, he changed up on me.
笑わせるな。貴様の敵ならばこの程度だろう。この低たらく、なかなか新鮮ではないか。
Nah, you can stand and be a little bit damaged. Oh, yeah, there's one thing right there. Sweet. Come back here, you. Don't you. I will fetch you. There.
The irony, you're usually the bulls chasing after you.
Yeah, I know, right? Also remind me before we go to fight Ronnie to make another save state as well, just because we haven't updated ours yet.
Sure.
見るから。見えているぞ。笑わせるな。
Oh.
You know, we're how many episodes in, and I just realized that none of us have made like a Digimon joke around these creatures.
I've been strictly avoiding them.
Okay, that's valid.
They do actually have the shape of Minotoromon's head.
Yeah. Yeah. That is why I was thinking about it.
Need to remember how do I get up? Oh, yeah, you can't center the map, so what I want is back this way. Also, I just love that we're totally ignoring the story where we're urgently trying to save all these people that are, in this way, being horribly slaughtered, but instead, we're ignoring that because I need to finish a map.
Grinding.
Why did you even put this here if it's just... What? I
Just
can't...
specifically fuck with specifically you.
I am condensing in so much rage. And more because none of those enemies are gonna respawn unless I eat up the like in-game clock a ton. And I don't feel like doing that. Well, I will heal myself there, save, and then we'll go and have our battle. But at least we got a level out of it. But still, it seems so weird to put that there because like they do actually mark how much of a map you actually complete whenever you do that. I've been doing that since the first game. So that is literally just to possibly stop people from getting true endings based on how much they complete. That's so dickish in terms of game design. So many S's. Gil's stuck! I was like, where'd Gil's footprints? I'm not sure if that could actually fuck us, so I'm gonna go try to catch our servant. Yep, there we go. There you go.
You stop hearing metal clanks, now it's a problem.
Yeah. I was like, I can now only hear my shoes. Where the backy backs? I was not glitched. I was merely running in place for cardio. Wow, I was gonna avoid you. I was gonna let you live.
There, you get it out of your system.
I've been waiting for you. I received an explanation from Leo. Will you dive into Ronnie's mind now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. Sakura, just like before, please give your support. Yes, please leave it to me. I've grasped onto Moon's biograph and soul graph. This will be safer than last time. I can smoothly convert your spiritrons. Then, Tsukiko, close your eyes and calm your mind. Please do whatever you can to free Ronnie. Consciousness fades into white, and so is the screen. Dear Lord, that's bright. Kiara's voice tickles my ear. No, that's the other show you work on.
Fuck off.
You left it there. I couldn't help it. Kiara's voice tickles my ears as it drifts in. My thoughts are slowed by its warmth. 1 second feels like 1,000. 1,000 seconds feels like a day. I sense that I'm sinking endlessly into myself. Before long, my consciousness...
Self.
Separates from Tsukiko Moon's body. I fall into another person's self, a side of someone that has never been touched. Now let's see if this gets us copyright struck again. Well, not struck, but marked.
Wait, did that happen?
Oh yeah, I mentioned it on one of the episodes you weren't here for. So on the episode where we fought Rin and went through this whole scene because it takes so long to get through and lingers on this music, somehow a bot on YouTube actually caught it. It was like, oh, you must just be playing this song without the rights to it.
No!
So it got flagged, so it's not like in trouble, but it can just never be monetized now. But since nothing on my channel can be monetized, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. As if sinking into a watery depth, we descend into a dense darkness. I wonder if Ronnie put this shooting star design here in her mind. It's fitting mental image of astrology, which Ronnie likes.
あるいはそれを神秘というのでしょうか。歌詞に神、神、不愉快、あるいは金、火、光、エネルギー。私の女神が曇っている。世界はこんなにも狭い。人間のあり方はあまりにも広すぎてわからない。わからない。私にはわからないことばかりです。彼女はその中で特筆してわからない人間です。あなたのことです。あなたには失望しました。計測の結果、ライフスタイルを律する能力に致命的な欠如が見られます。
Listen, you don't have to call me a millennial in a roundabout way.
適正オブジェクトに対する行動ミス、現実と相反する感情理論の生産化、工事の手段を普及する報告書、そして何よりそれらを共同することが可能である平日中華の後輩への敬意が足りません。早期が改善を
心を持った人形の宿老ような有用性を人間に認めてもらわねば自身の機能を削減できぬ。くだらぬ悩みだが付き合ってやるがいい。何？突き詰めれば人も物も変わりがない。相性がいいか悪いかの話よ。
いえ、問題はあなただけではありません。人間の自制心の差はあまたの事象を明かさせます。
Ronnie, I don't think you understand. Gilgamesh, of all people, is someone who is the most actually like qualified to like comment on this, considering his relationships.
見てはいけないものを見る。触れてはいけないものに触れる。食べてはいけないものに食べる。創造主のみんなしかり。希望の小箱しかり。私の秘密しかりです。私はラニエル。人間の手によって人間を超える情報処理能力を与えられた新しい人類です。私にはあなたを管理する義務があります。私にはあなたを管理する能力があります。すべての情動、すべての行動に対し最優先の監視、指示、強制を課さなくてはいけません。私はそのための操作の車輪です。そこに個人的感情が挟まる余地はありません。本当に全くありません。心拍数の上昇は見間違いとして処理します。頬が熱いのも当然です。これは重要な主君に対する燃えるような責任感を得た推論します。
この人形のささやきは回りくどいがそう珍しいものでもないと。機械を使う側の人間が機械に管理される側によくある文明の終着点の一つだからね。
そうです。そうなのです。人間の行動、感情の管理を行うことは高い演算能力を持つ私に管理すること。それ自体も心を手に獲得することと同義であると理解しました。無価値なこだわりにより私のもとで心身ともに無防備な裸になることで人間は永久楽土を取り戻すのです。
Ronnie, no, put that back in the box.
あなたは鳥は甘いフルーツのように風力し重点的にかつ集中的に私の共同を受ける栄誉が与えられるべきでしょう。すべては私に委ねお互い合理的かつ自然な姿で、なんて素晴らしい計画でしょう。体温上昇を確認、脈動、呼吸に変動を計測。私は今酩酊効果のある薬物を摂取した状態。
I hear Ronnie's strange and passionate murmurings. The voice of her unconscious mind wasn't rejecting an invading foreign body, rather it was filled with intoxication as if welcoming it. Like when I was with Ren, I can't answer these murmurings. What we can do, the only thing we can do, is descend into the wellspring of Ronnie's unconscious mind without damaging it. A journey through an infinite hallucinating mind. After the sensation of a moment or an eternity past, I came to see the center of Ronnie's mind.
That sounds dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, especially if we're going into the id. I don't put much stock in Freudian psychology, but I at least know that much. These are the depths of Ronnie's mind. Still, it's too dark. There's a sensation of people bustling around, but our surroundings are shut by darkness. Bleh, wet words.
来ましたね。計算通りの到着時刻です。
I mean, you knew we were coming, so...
Well, no, I just want to be like, I remember your severe ADHD, so I expected you to be late.
You're right on time. Exactly what I expected you. After 3 detours, 2 different info dumps, and also a hyperfixation spiral.
Yep, no. I predicted your stimming and brought the necessary accoutrement. Ronnie! Only Ronnie stands within the darkness. Lancer doesn't appear to be here.
効率を良しとする貴様のことだ。地を埋め尽くすほどの増強を期待していたのだが、まったくつまらぬ歓迎だな、ラニエイト。こいつは雑種といえど、それなりに骨がある。貴様一人では話にならんぞ。
She's a dumpster fire, but she's an entertaining dumpster fire.
そうですね。本来の私なら、レリーフの周囲に適正プログラムを配置し、侵入を防いでいたでしょう。ですが、私はどうしても彼女に来てほしかった。
Our dumpster fire. Thanks, Zan.
ランサーにステージを与えたのは、あなたを逃がさないためです。あなたが私との対決を避ける可能性はわずかでしたが、万が一ということもあります。マスターたちが生贄にされると知れば、あなたは必ずやってくる。過去のデータがそう語っています。
She tried to execute the captured masters to lure in Tsukiko Moon? Why am I referring to myself in the third person? That strategy is definitely working. I ended up hurrying down here in a panic. Still, I can't believe that Ronnie would treat Tsukiko Moon with such hostility. Was having her secret garden extracted that humiliating? Yes, you put her kinks on blast!
いいえ。SG の摘出に関しては、それほど。
What you said earlier and now are very contradictory.
Yeah. I then immediately, like, the second I said it, I then remembered what her specific kink was, and like, oh yeah, no. She probably wouldn't be fine with that. Because we've known since the first game she is allergic to bras.
私にも心がある。それを証明していただいて感謝さえしています。遅くなりましたが、ありがとうございます。
兵器に人の心が備わったところで待っているのは苦悩だけだがな。しかしこの暗黒はいかなる理由だ。カレイドの底のような暗く冷え切った怨念に満ちているが。
There's a lot of times where I want to just, like, point out how unnecessary early flowery that Nasu's writing is, but that's a very good use of Tenebris. I can't fault.
決まっています。3つ目の SG の名称です。
Sorry, this music just, like, instantly, like, made me disassociate for a moment since it's been a while, but this is, like, the track I most associate with Fate Extra.
Oh no. You called me a gamer. You must die.
How do you do, fellow gamers?
I burned my fedora long ago and hoped that none would notice. Huh? You're telling me that's why she hates me enough to kill me? Obviously! Come on, Jinako is the one who named you that anyway. I had nothing to do with it!
抗議は一切受け付けません。そもそも私は BB のセンチネルです。あなたとは敵同士です。私があなたを招いたのは、ここに入った者は私の許可なくして出られないから。
I have trapped you just to show you how much I thrive in power positions. Get used to it, bitch.
I did not need to know that you had to be a dom. I did not. To be fair, Ronnie would actually make a very good producer. Finally saying your name? The can cheering. Lancer? Wait, before this, didn't she just casually drop something huge on us?
Thanks for the name drop, lady.
She said it. She declared it outright. Also, if I had to explain myself to save face, it's not that my face is frozen with fear, rather, it's because Lancer's big mouth defies all logic. I am stunned by her stupidity. Like, usually I'm the dumb one in a room, but here she is.
やはり貴様だったか。ドラキュラに並ぶ吸血鬼のモデル。不老の妄想に取りつかれた女の結晶よ。
Gilgamesh isn't perturbed in the slightest, but I can't conceal my own surprise. The servants, their true name is something they keep a perfect secret until the very end, except for Gilgamesh because Gilgamesh is always on blast. What the intentions are of someone boldly announcing to their enemy is something I can't wrap my head around. Oh, you done messed up. You called Gilgamesh cattle. He's gonna have words about that and swords. Elizabeth Bathory, the blood-soaked countess who once existed in Hungary. A mass murderer who seized her vassals and killed them, bathing in their blood to improve her youth. So that was the young lady's true name. But no matter how I look at it, doesn't there seem to be a ton of discrepancies between her and her legend? Indeed, she is what the Holy Grail would dub Cray Cray Robot. Are you comparing me to Veal? I'm a teenager, maybe, kinda. The last game was kinda weird about that. For a tremendously egotistical reason, Lancer forced me to ask a question. It's annoying to play along with the enemy, but this is a rare chance. I ask. Is there anyone in particular?
Let's see here. According to this,
Kind of love the last one.
You can pick any one you want.
I'm going to ask this one because it's one of the weirdest decisions they ever made. Hey, let's take a prototype for Carmilla and also all Dracula lore ever and make them be obsessed as an idol and also like weirdly nebulously aged as a teenager.
Okay. That's ooh.
It's on par. She is in actual history very racist.
Fair enough.
Yep, she was. She sure was.
And luckily this game...
Choices have been made.
Yeah. Luckily, none of us had to read any of that.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, I would not have read that at all.
Yeah.
I know.
Thanks, Ellie, for taking that bullet for me.
Also, can we be glad that also Anderson is not as canonically racist as he should be? Oh.
でもサーバントになってムーンセルで日本のアイドルを知ったわ。ほんと目から星が出るような衝撃だった。だってアイドルよ、アイドル完璧だわ。可愛いことだけ求められてチヤホヤされることがお仕事なんて。これが転職じゃなくて何？ステージに立って歌を奏でた時、これ最高って我を失ったぐらい。
Yep, that definitely made the Wendy's counter go up. I want to say by 3 points.
私が美しければ美しいほど男たちはいい声で泣いてくれる。私が君臨すればするほど女たちは泣きわめく。男とは菓子作りの貢ぐもの、時に可愛らしいもの。つまるところは豚であり、女とは奴隷であり、母親であり、恋人であり、美しさを保つ材料。つまるところは食い物である。
She was also canonically bisexual, so all this tracks.
わかって。要はアイドルこそ最高の拷問ってこと。私この業界で天下を取るわ。
Peeking out of her mouth are regular dragon teeth. Intoxicated by her own words, Elizabeth is gleeful. She doesn't consider her egotistical claims to be crimes in the slightest. We have not seen the Gil disgust face.
That's the freshest face I've seen all game.
Yeah, that is like I am in the presence of stepping in the metaphorical dog shit. I am irked.
何？いきなり黙っちゃって。私の恐ろしさを知って今更を
I just expect him to break character and quote the one guy from what was it called, the Big Lebowski. What in God's holy name were you blathering about?
There was something at the wedding I went to the other day where, like, literally, my cousin was talking about how he went to, he was at a restaurant in France that specialized in seafood, and he saw 2 people come in, and they ordered, like, what had to be the entire restaurant's supply of, like, oysters, and he then watched as they basically mukbang that thing.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I was like, you can't possibly eat that many oysters. I'm hoping I'll get some. And I was like, no, they Ron Swanson that shit. They're like, we want all your oysters. Now, I think you misheard us. You think we want a lot of your oysters. No, we want all of your oysters.
Mukbang just grosses me out.
Yeah, it grosses most people out.
あなたもマスターもここでぶっ刺しつぶして浴槽に浮かべてあげる。
真の優越を知る逸脱者かと思ったが、その実見た目通りの小娘とはな。好きに戦う。
Damn.
俺は全くの興ざめゆえ貴様に任せる。こうなってはあの歌声だけを魚としよう。
話は終わり？じゃあ最後は歌の時間よ。家畜とはいえ私の美しさのために命を投げ出すのだもの。極上のご褒美を受け取りなさい。
I also love that in canon, no one's heard her sing, but apparently Ronnie, because she's assumed the position for it.
I was about to say.
これがかつてない竜姫の調べ。命と引き換えにしてもあまりある空を満たす女神の歌よ。恋はドラクル優しくしてね。目覚めは深夜の1時過ぎ。お腹はすくの生きてるライフ。キラキラ印のジャムをちょうだい。狩りはマジカル。あたし首狩る。チェイテの城からガシガシ届け。
I get why people stan her. I disagree, but I get why people stan her.
Oh yeah, no. There's Fate covers every like spectrum. They're like, we will find something that'll appeal to someone, and we will market it. And they have. FGO, man. Though, also, I love that you can tell that the voice actress is doing a voice that cannot sing, so she is just reading the lines, and they are ad-libbing how bad it is. In spite of her, this mellifluous voice, her pitch is all over the place, and her lyrics don't make a lick of sense. Yep, maybe there isn't a god in this world. Wow!
よし、気が変わったぞザッシュ。今日が乗らぬと言った。1秒でも早くあれを仕留めることやぶさかではない。
Someone has committed a crime against art. I am now offended.
唯一の見どころであった歌すらあれでは、もはや死あるのみ。いや死すら生ぬるい。黄金 P として一から指導し直してくれる。
Oh! Did he just say that he's basically going to rap? His rapper name is Golden P?
Stop. 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 Just stop right there. We're done. It's fine. We don't need this.
No,
nobody needs this.
No, I want Gilgamesh's version of fucking 8 Mile. Let's go. I mean, for the longest time, Enel has been anime Eminem, but now Gilgamesh is unusually raring to go. And it's no wonder why. A mellifluous voice like that is being absolutely wasted in such a crying shame. It makes my chest tighten up like this. Thank you, Wordbox, for filtering out that unneeded panty shot. Here it comes! Regardless of the contents of her song, my answer is Elizabeth Bathory is the paragon of brutality. We have to defeat this blood countess so that she doesn't claim any more victims. I just realized our title, because we don't have a class, is Servant with Master. And I'll save state here, just to be on the safe side.
Smart. Smart. This is your friendly reminder to save your artwork and save your games, friends.
Is there any knowledge I should know from the walkthrough about this fight?
Not about this one.
Okay, let's see here then. Defending because we're going to get code cast and he might take the damage. Then have a remedy for anything that might be code cast on him. Point. Oh, I wasted that remedy.
Okay, we're taking decent chunks out of her. Ooh. Oh, 2.
鱗を立てるわ。
その首なぜついている？目障りにも程がある。
Did okay, but now I also got to play the very hard game of catching back up and also getting guilds and B up
本
again.
気出してるんだから当然だ。いえ、自力ではそれほど差はありません。あまり油断しないように、ダンサー。
Oh, that hurt.
切れ味を当てて
That felt a little unnecessary with the animation, but alright.
I mean, anything with a tail cat's gonna look unnecessary, especially on someone with a skirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
このまま死ぬか。
That code cast only cures like paralysis and stuff.
Oh, I thought that gave health.
Yeah, it cures poison, paralysis, and curse.
Oh, I must have. Oh, yeah, I took off the healing one because I didn't know if we were gonna have to deal with. Oh, I hate it. Okay, no, I can still do an item. Yeah, item.
Okay, that's what we have items for.
Okay, that's a lot better. Ooh. Not the best, but it still worked. I wish I could use 2 items in one phase, but unfortunately that's one of the very big limitations of this. Oh no, it's stunned. Yeah! There we go! Okay, about half health. That's actually no, a third of her health. Oh no.
My advice? Don't use an item until the end there, since that item actually does give us like a good chunk of health. So let her do her damage in the first half, and then item guard at the very last.
Yeah, that's what I was planning. Dude.
And I don't think we need to worry about paralysis because the icon's not sticking with us.
Oh, you're true. Oh no, I used the wrong one.
Oh. Oh shit.
Nope. But we're dead.
Rip.
Oh! That's actually cool as fuck. Okay, at least we have to see this.
That is sick, though.
Yeah!
How? But, like, that's sick.
And also there's specific, like, losing animations and stuff that actually procced, like I discovered in the first game. So we can actually get to see a scene that we wouldn't normally see.
Sure.
Oh, they changed it.
Nice.
I don't even have to load the save state.
いいじゃない。美味しそうよ。あなた。派手にぶちまけ
You're
ても
doing
ら
good
おう
work,
かしら。
Bubba. They're counting every excessive panty shot as another Wendy's counter.
芸能のなんたるか税を極める王自らが教えてやろう。
なんていうカリスマ。思わず
I also love this first round banter that they
とい
added.
うかちょっと素敵じゃないあのお方。気を確かにランサー。あのサーバントはマジ危険です。軍門に下ってはいけません。新しい仕事です。
脆いな。その首なぜついてる。目障りにも程がある。貴様は当然だ。
鱗を立てるわ。
その首なぜついてる。
Great for boosting your defense, right before I hit you.
今度こそ楽勝ね。ま、本気出してるんだから当然だけど。いえ、自力ではそれほど差はありません。あまり油断しないようにしてください。
Hmm. Oof. Okay.
自決しろとは言わん。俺が引導を渡してやる。
Alright, we're doing a little bit better than last time.
来たわ。
Oh! I say right before we get.
いいわねあなた。
Rip.
自決しろとは言わん。
Rip and rip.
俺が引導を渡してやる。このまま死ぬか。
You want servant's HP.
Yep. Oof.
脆いな。
Alright, I'm noticing she likes to break a lot.
硬いわねあなた。
このまま死ぬか。
Yeah, she definitely liked break a lot. Oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
Yeah, baby. There we go. Hit it with the Branson. Oh.
We almost had a 6 streak.
頃合いですね。
Okay, now I have to make sure I do this the right way.
決めに行くわ。
Though I don't think I actually can't afford to. I have to heal at the beginning.
No, no. Honestly? Yeah, let's just do it like we did before. You should be fine. No. That one. Oh.
Yeah!
Thanks for noticing that she likes to do a lot of breaks. That actually turned this battle around for Asako.
Holy shit!
10 out of 10. Well done.
トレーニングを推奨します。
I always gotta hope that this thing, the block, doesn't do more than 1,234 HP.
The last time it did 420, so it should be fine.
Ooh!
Alright, now we can use our thing to cure the paralysis.
今の超殺人的アフリカゾウ1万頭を再起不能にするランサーの超音痴攻撃の効かない音波超音波音速のドラゴンブレスだからね今の女子力アップ
Syntax. There we go! Yeah!
鱗を立てるわ
Oh, phew, it's just a buff.
何どうなってるのよ私たちもしかして押されてない
I'm actually gonna
続いてください
do...
まだこちらにも逆転の目は残っています逆転今逆転って言ったのつまり
I wish I remembered how much this brought back up. Oh no, I don't think it can. I was gonna try to give him some more... Actually, no. The first skill should be enough. Oh, I didn't have the points for it. Damn it!
Yeah, I was about to say, that's not a... The skill's not a guarantee.
Well, no, it's the... I didn't have the mana. I didn't know how much that item restored, so it's 30. Still, though, close. But now knowing how much he uses break, that'll change a lot of how this fight goes.
いいじゃない美味しそうよあなた派手にぶちまけてもらおうかしら
そこに治れランサー芸能のなんたるか税を極めた王自らが教えてやろう
なんていうカリスマ思わず弟子入りしたくなっちゃうというかちょっと素敵じゃないあの方気を確かにランサーあのサーバントはマジ危険です軍門に下ってはいけません
Can I make a recommendation?
Sure.
Never go straight 3 in a row. So, yeah, attack. Do 2 attacks. And then for this one, make it a
Break?
Yeah, make it a break. And then another break on this one. Because she's always going to use her first code cast is going to be a buff, and then her skill is also going to be a buff.
Okay.
女子力アップ
手入れは万全だ好きに使え
Alright, so she does 2 breaks in a row.
鱗を立てるわ
Okay, so she did do 3 breaks in a row. That actually broke the pattern. That's fine.
今度こそ楽勝ね
Also, I'm curious if anyone wants to look it up. What is Ninuruta's ash oil? I want to know if that's actually associated with Gilgamesh's myth, because I've never heard of it. I read...
What is, Ninurta's ash oil? Ninurta was the son of Enlil and Ninlil. Let's see here. Here we go. Ninurta, also known as Ningirsu, is an ancient Mesopotamian god associated with farming, healing, hunting, law, scribes, and war, who was first worshipped in the early Sumer.
There it is.
God of agriculture and healing, who cures humans of sicknesses and releases them from the power of demons. Let me see if there's anything like specific with Ash. Nothing I can really see specific with ash or oil, so I think they just picked a random Mesopotamian god and threw words at it.
Yeah, it basically sounds like a noble phantasm. Oh, hey, Punk, how you doing? Around the time she starts. Oh, I thought she. Oh yeah, that's a tail whip. I always expect. Yep, the one that gets me is the impaler one. There we go. Glad you're having a good time, Punk.
頃合いですね。オッケー。今度はハードに決めに行くわ。
That extra's really gonna help. Oh!
Alright.
Oh, I didn't realize that she was gonna use the. Oh, I messed up.
Nah, that's fine. We were used to seeing like the yellow thing, but it wasn't there this time.
Yeah, the biggest.
Luckily, it didn't kill us, and we know how to recover.
Yeah.
Very true.
今の超殺人的アフリカゾウ1万頭を再起不能にするランサーの超音痴攻撃が効かない音波超音波音速のドラゴンブレスだからね今の
Alright, so first things first, heal.
Hooray! I did that thing!
Wish I could use more than one item. Well, here goes. Yeah, I was really not hoping to block then. She's on
Oh, she blocked twice in a row. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm so glad I guarded there.
Alright, this one's gonna be a buff again.
落ち着いてくださいまだこちらにも逆転の目は残っています
Oh, wait, actually, can I make a recommendation?
Do you want me to cure it and hope that the extra will take this out?
Yeah, so my idea is we cure the paralysis at the start, and then after we do the extra, we can heal.
I'll see if we can do it, but I'm not sure if we can use an item and a code cast the same thing. It was kind of iffy on that in the last game.
Well, let's try it out.
Okay.
Well, not at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, you can only code cast her item.
Shit. Okay. I honestly, I'm gonna say it's probably better to get rid of the paralysis first.
Now this is where we're gonna see if we ever die. Oh.
Damn it!
At least this is still a very engaging battle. This is way better than most of the battles I had to deal with in the last game.
いいじゃない。美味しそうよ。あなた。派手にぶちまけてもらおうかしら。
そこに直れランサー。芸能のなんたるか税を極めた王自らが教えてやろう。
なんていうカリスマ。思わず弟子入りしたくなっちゃう。というか、ちょっと素敵じゃないあのお方。気を確かにランサー。あのサーバントはマジ危険です。軍門に下ってはいけません。女子力アップ。
May have just wasted that. Now I think about it. Oh, wait, no, yeah, I used the 2 skills, so yeah, that's good.
もろいな。当然だ。
鱗を立てるわ。
Not as great at first turn as he could be, but at least it's something.
To be real, the servant skill attacks aren't really doing a whole lot.
今度こそ楽勝ね。ま、本気出してるんだから当然だけど。いえ、自力ではそれほど差はありません。あまり油断しないように、ランサー。
Okay, good. There we go.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more out of our bang for our buck when we go for the attacks versus the servant skills.
I know that's probably gonna be a skill.
いいわ。恥ずかしいけど見せてあげる。
Oof. Go.
Here we go, yeah.
That means next turn she's probably busting out that Noble Phantasm. Oh yeah, that's what that symbol means.
でも抜けない。頃合いですね。オッケー。今度はハードに決めに行くわ。
Okay, very lucky.
Yeah.
Oof.
ているぞ。当然だ。
トレーニングを推奨します。
Yep, here it is.
So weird. Like, I don't remember her getting those wings and stuff for her ability in Tixdixl.
She does have them in grand order, though, right?
No.
No? Okay.
The mecha version of her does get them, though.
Okay.
So, my recommendation... Ah, man, we can't do both, so...
Doesn't show
I'm
where...
gonna say...
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say since we don't have a round where we're gonna be frozen by the paralysis this time, use it to get rid of it now, and then I would say, yeah, cure the paralysis now, and then let's go through a turn here. Because we have a 3-in-a-row break in the middle there.
Definitely on guard there.
持ちこたえろよ。当然だ。
女子力アップ。
Okay, very lucky.
秋のやつよ。良い度胸だ。
範囲内です。
もろいな。
Oh, looky there!
打たれるわ。
Okay, I could have gone in, but I was definitely wanting to make sure we survived that turn.
That was absolutely the smart thing to do, and now we can heal this turn.
落ち着いてください。まだこちらにも逆転の目は残っています。逆転？今逆転って言ったの？つまり負けてる。
At this point, I kind of want to just do the guaranteed damage that she can't hit us with. Because we've got...
You mean the skills?
Yeah, I mean, we've got them, and at this point, if we can get before her skill procs, then I think we should be able, because that's still about like 300 per hit.
Sure, let's try them. At least now that we actually have the MP to burn it.
Mm-hmm.
しろとは言わん。俺が引導を渡してやる。
Her guarding there really made that less effective. And again.
俺が引導を渡してやる。
準備 OK？
秋のやつよ。
Phew.
でも抜けない。
What's the score? What's the score?
ランサーの歌唱力ではここが限界なのでしょうか。
Yeah, a small amount should be fine. Yes, Bubba. In Fate Grand Order, Elizabeth usually has a lot of the Halloween events, and she gets different versions of her character. And I don't know the story reason, but she basically gets 2 robot versions made for her for one of the Halloween events.
This should do it. 2. You only have to hit her once. There we go!
Ah!
The plank fall. And
You
just
weren't
not
even worth the level up.
Yep. But that's on
Well
brand for
done.
her.
Yeah. Well done. Great work, team, and I did nothing.
You were there for moral support, and we also now are the worst bullies because we just broke Ronnie's glasses.
Yeah, that's true.
But now they're there again. They were offer model for one scene.
そんな私の歌に感動しないとかどれだけセンスに欠けているのよ
Elizabeth, be glad that Twitter and the YouTube comments don't exist. Gilgamesh's blows definitely pierced Lancer's vitals. Lancer sustained her fatal wound and staggers. Biting her lip, she glares at us with bloodshot eyes. Though she's our enemy, I'm almost impressed by the spirit she shows. An ostentatious body is a contrarian ideal. Her flesh on the brink of collapse is sustained solely by an intense pride.
こんな痛みなんか痛みなんかに私は屈しない覚えてなさい私は不滅で不老で永遠な至高のアイドルなんだから絶対に
Sure you are.
復活してあなたみたいなリス地獄へ引きずり込んでやるわ
Oh, we actually beat her.
True, but also I feel like, because we've seen BB just pull random servants back into existence, I feel like her death is meaningless.
Yeah.
While assembling venomous curses,
Words.
Lancer vanishes. This is different than when we were with Ren. Elizabeth Bathory, along with her thick scent of blood, left the stage as the loser.
今の際のセリフまで悲鳴で通したか雑竜よ救いを請うのなら仕えるべき相手を間違えたな
まだ決着はついていませんエリザベートは敗れましたがもともと彼女と私は仮契約の中彼女が消滅しようとその連鎖が私に及ぶことはありませんそれが私の心の中ならなおさらです。すでに経験済みでしょう。センチネルである私を打ち倒す方法は一つだけです。
I know. The only way I can bring her back to normal is to expose her mind, to destroy the labyrinth's core. This is the inside of Ronnie's mind. I have to defeat her with words, just like I did with Ren.
私は逃げも隠れもしません。いえ、私にとっては ここからが本番です。
It's arguably where the only other art besides your fighting style will actually happen.
あなたを私の中に招き、永遠に閉じ込め、管理します。私はラニエイト。史上最後の錬金術師が作り上げた完全なホムンクルス。その心理設計は人間に劣らぬことをあなたで証明してみせます。
Also, I just realized this, like from her saying, that she's a perfect homunculus created by alchemists. That also means that from we learned earlier that she looks like this just because her creator likes how Indian people look. That means that the Einsburns literally make homunculuses that have albinism as a choice, an aesthetic reason. I kind of hate that.
器の見せ所だな雑種作り物とはいえそれは一つの生命だ心のあり方に大差はない貴様には一日の長がある知恵持つ者の先達として人形に傷を与えてやるがよい
おはようございます私の分身を蹂躙しついにここまで来たのですねですがそれはあくまで分身私本体ではありません私に不合理な感情はありません隠さなくてはいけないような思考もありません私はアトラス院のホムンクルス完全な人間としてデザインされたものあなた
Is she sure about that? Certainly, unlike Rin, Ronnie always plays it cool. At a glance, it looks like she's got no openings. However,
自立系オールグリーン 私の内面に改めるべきエラーはありません。バグがあるとしたらそれは無縁でかつ無謀にも私の中に入ってきたあなただけです。そう、バグなのでこのまま潰します。それはプチッとプニッとポロッとムニュッと、そうです、優しく触れてくれればいいのです。
Yep, that's an odd hint of weakness in what Ronnie is saying and doing. Unlike Rin, who was bluffing the entire time, Ronnie presents herself as frail, as if baiting me in. Is it true? Is there nothing wrong with Ronnie right now? Secret gardens are keys to the secrets of one's mind that exist intrinsically, so secret gardens are nothing foreign to a person. However, they also serve to expose the emotions and addictions that normally control a person. Since they're embarrassing and inconvenient, they get hidden away. Since Ronnie's have all been exposed, everything about her is saying, I want to hurry and fix this so I can feel better. I feel like that's what's being expressed by her frailty.
それは違います。不都合な事実に目をつむるのは精神の巡りを雲で隠すのに同じです。
So does this mean Ronnie isn't embarrassed by her secret gardens being revealed?
恥という感情は自他の主張が異なる際、その差に対して正当性の低い方が持つべき感情です。ですので、この場合、周知を感じるのはあなたの方だと返答します。私は私です。この体が変貌したのならともかく、ありのままの姿を見られることに異常性は感じません。
Is that so? The reason why Ronnie is defenseless in so many ways is because she feels that her body crafted by her mentor has nothing about it to be embarrassed about?
はい。自然環境に依存した思考の発達は惑星逆行の脅威により矛盾を多く生じさせます。
Okay, none of that made sense at the end there, so I'm just going to assume you're speaking about, like, astrology or something.
ホムンクルスである私に宿る思考ルーチンを評価し、利用することこそ人類の益になるでしょう。現在の私に間違いはありません。正しいのは私の方なのです。ですので、私に従ってください。それを約束するのなら、あなたを解放します。
Now I see. Ronnie is so correct and so excellent that I should recognize Ronnie and utilize Ronnie. I'm not talking about strength, it's my intellect that far exceeds yours. If she truly was so logical and excellent, Ronnie wouldn't have lost in our servant battle.
力の話をしているのではありません。私の知性があなたに勝っているのですから。
I mean, that's factually correct. We're dumb as shit. That itself was her mistake. She lost because she wasn't able to make good use of her servant, which means she lost to Tsukiku Moon intellectually.
違うのです。なぜこの構造的美しさがわからないのですか?
I mean, I do think you're smart and I would use you as very much as a counselor and sounding board, but yeah, a dumbass with a servant who doesn't actually have to obey them beats you with a servant contract to you that's in all forms superior.
優れて、美しく、慈愛に満ち、賢い、理想的統一思考の下で平和に暮らす人々。マザーコンピューターにしてビッグブラザーに全ての混迷を預けるのです。
Oh, I see. You're a fan of Orwell.
そうすれば、全人類が無垢な幼子としての生を許されるのですから。
All I hear is, hey, I'm the last boss of dystopian sci-fi movie. Thank you very much. Hey, I nailed it. No, I think I'll keep my honest thoughts to myself. Ultimately, Ronnie's personal desires is that everyone do as she says.
That in the first shot, and then you fumbled it.
Yeah.
Where's the thing?
Yeah, I think it's the first one.
Yeah, management desire.
いや、違います。間違いを訂正してください。
No, I think I kind of hit close
私
there.
は並列思考による多元的な客観をもとに合理的判断を下しているだけなのです。
Ronnie says that she wants to correct my mistake. Correcting one's mistake is certainly an important thing to do. Admitting one's fault is tied to mental maturity. So then let's correct ourselves. What Ronnie calls objective means what I think. Logical means this is what I like. So basically, Ronnie likes to have everything go her way. It's as natural of a desire to have as it gets for a human.
再度訂正を要求します。まるで私が幼稚で独善的と決めつける物言いには反感を覚えます。あなたの意見は主観によっています。人間は偏った思考に振り回され、争いが絶えることはありません。その点、私は何があろうと冷静です。私の思考を選択すれば、そのような無用の争いは
Composed no matter what happens, huh? Alright. I raise my hand and confess this to Ronnie. Truth be told, throughout this entire battle, I haven't had any underwear on.
Well,
素晴らしい開放的な姿勢です。
To be fair, I have on, like, bloomers, so... like, it doesn't really matter.
私も履いてます。
Anyone can tell I'm lying, so why is Ronnie so delighted? It's the very biased fancy she spoke of. Where has all the logic departed off to?
あなたが合理性に対してやっと理解を示してくれたことを評価しているだけです。
I want to believe that, like, while all this feels like we're having, like, this big debate back to back, it's more of just, like, me slowly getting towards Ronnie, putting a blanket over her shoulders, patting her, and just, like, bring her along to the conclusion of, listen, we're not attacking you, but you're really wrapped up in your own bullshit right now. I don't think there's anything rational about it. Ultimately, Ronnie likes it. Her habit of exposure, I believe.
Let me double check. I keep clicking on the wrong tab.
Oh, you're fine.
Yes, the top one.
I know, because it was the weird way of just saying, like, what it was, but whatever.
Yeah, because the translation on the website, it directly says exhibitionism.
Yeah.
すごい。一言一言で心ばかりかドレスまで剥がれていくよう。
Stop acting like you don't like that. You're actually excited.
再度訂正を要求します。私のライフスタイルは断じて思考的なものではありません。気持ちいいから快適さに基づいた合理性です。だって私は人間より優れているのですから。私が快適と感じるものこそ、それをもう今度こそ証明しますから。ゲームをしましょう。チェスでも将棋でもお好きなものも。頭脳戦こそ私のステージ。思うままに翻弄して差し上げます。
Robot Ronnie, I'm gonna need you to drink some water. I didn't expect myself to almost accept, but I hold back. Ronnie is acting increasingly enthusiastic. She seems to be getting more excited the more cornered she is. Still, I want to take up her offer. I can't beat Ronnie at games that don't have chance. Sorry about that. If I start a game with her, I'll probably end up never being able to leave Ronnie's mind.
さあ、ゲームをしましょう。体が熱くて、早く理性的な行為で冷まさないと熱暴走してしまいます。
No, Ronnie, that's the bomb you used to have.
Yeah. I want to point out that she's already overheating, but I swallow my words. To her, games aren't for pitting your abilities against another, nor for enjoying the course of the game. All Ronnie wants is for the outcome to have her as the victor. She talks about fair this and fair that, but her true feelings are of a power gamer.
So here's the thing.
Oh?
I don't know what happened with the translation of some of this, but so the cheat gamer, that part is there, but for the power gamer, for some reason the choice translated out to strongest lover.
I'm just
Which
gonna.
I assume that is the correct answer, but I'm assuming that it translated like that because a power gamer is someone who loves to be strong.
There's already a bunch of like low-key sexual context here. I'm just gonna be like, I know the one that like it was part of her secret garden, so.
Oh, robot Ronnie, why do you identify as a gamer?
I feel like at this point though, she's not Shinji level of gamer, so I'm going to take it.
No, that's just Twitter.
Yeah. And sometimes Tumblr.
Actually, yeah, that is fair, because Tumblr has gone quiet until the last few weeks when a Gundam ship just overtook fucking Supernatural as the top thing over there.
Yep.
Wait, why did this just turn into Kill la Kill?
Because Nasu took a character that was well written and then had to make them into an adversary, and so they add a bunch of needless stuff that made them less appealing. Or more appealing in a sexual way. I'm not going to touch it.
No, Roomwalker, MySpace was pretty much dead by this point.
She comes to an outlandish conclusion. However, this is definitely the lesion nested in Ronnie's mind talking. The part BB has brainwashed. Oh, this is literally something BB put into her. Ronnie said she'll manage humanity. And it's fine that her subject is a big one, but even Ronnie is part of humanity. First, I need to correct that mistake she's made. I harden my heart and say... I wonder which one I should go with!
the correct answer is the bottom one.
Yeah. You and your no panties messiah complex. Thank you. But it's the truth. Ronnie isn't omnipotent. The fate of humanity is too much for one person to bear. And anyway, Ronnie is also a master. The moment she came to the moon seeking to I'll start over from the beginning. The moment she came to the moon...
down.
You know how hard it is for me to speak slowly. The moment she came to the moon seeking a wishing device, hadn't she admitted that there are things outside of her power?
Okay, good. We deactivated the bomb.
No, frustration is no pointless emotion. It leads to a mind that grows and self-reflects. Ronnie describes herself as mechanical. Machines don't make mistakes. However, it's ultimately only machine-like. Ronnie is no machine. She's human. She may be a homunculus, but she's a human just the way she is. That's why I don't think I should force, or rather demand her to be completely reasonable. If she were, then then there would be no point in her having a human form. Ronnie just needs to like herself. She needs to admit that her tastes and preferences stem from her liking them, rather than passing them off as rational. This got surprisingly healthy, like, out of nowhere.
Take a look at yourself. Oh god.
Oh no, I thought it was going to be better because I saw clothing.
もしかしてこれが好きということなんですか？いえ、それは許されません。私はアトラスのホムンクルス、人類の英知を守る巨人のフラム最後の人。個人の感情によるなんて、そんなものただの失敗作です。
Ah, you came from a very repressed childhood, I see.
BB は正しい。私や彼女は完全を目指して作られた人工知能なのに、こんなスースーしているなんて。
Aggravated robot. Ronnie, we don't kink shame, but you gotta learn when to share.
Yeah.
シオ、なぜ私をこのように作られたのです。乱れることのない精神のように。
The stars drift all the time!
単純な機械のように作られ
It
て
could just be
いれば、
orbital level.
こんな矛盾に苦しむこともなかったの
If
に。
anybody got that joke, then congratulations. Top one.
Yeah.
そんな、ダメ、好きだなんて。
I do love that our options were either it's okay to fail sometimes, not everybody is perfect, or I love you being a freak.
Not even so much being a freak. Like, she basically has only just discovered, like, being a person. Like, the whole Last of Us game, she was basically a robot, and then if you save her, she becomes, like, troubled with existentialism, where she has to finally decide, okay, well, I wasn't supposed to be a person, but now I'm a person, and you're the only one who cares about me, so I'm just gonna try to learn from how you act. Am I doing this right? And now it seems like they tried to grow her out and give her some more, like, characteristics, but they made them weirdly horny, and I hate it. Oh well. I don't want her to be as a machine. I want her to be as a human. Randy has a heart because her mentor wanted it that way. You don't need a reason to like or dislike things. Just as there are things one doesn't like despite being amazing and useful, there are things one likes despite being embarrassing and useless. Ronnie wants to manage humanity because she likes humanity. She can't bring herself to disregard them, right?
私が好き。これが好きということ？人間が好き。あなたが好き。スースーするの好き。好きって気持ちいい。数値でも統計でもないもの。ああ、乱れて混戦していた気持ちがほどけていきます。これが好きな気持ち。私だけの秘密。
Kiara, I'm going to make a rule right now. You're not allowed to go anywhere near Ronnie. You will be the epitome of a bad influence on her. I wasn't joking. No. 100 yards, at least. Welcome back. What a deft Abdul. Gil, can you enforce that? Can you just push her away? Within the labyrinth, Kiara waited for our return. Kiara approaches Ronnie, who is lying down, and checks her body for abnormalities. Ronnie is unconscious, but there's nothing wrong with her. I shall take her to the old school. Tsukiko, please continue on further.
The exit is before our eyes, mongrel. The time has come, faster than expected. The end of the labyrinth is the end of our contract. You understand what fate awaits you afterwards, yes?
That I'll probably die, yeah. That's right. If I escape from the far side of the moon, my contract with Gilgamesh will end. All that awaits me is to become a worthless master who lost their command seals. But this isn't the time to be stopping in my tracks. I'll just have to think of what I'll do once I return to the near side when I get there.
Maybe I could get a Class C license.
I mean, it's surprisingly easy. It's gotten me through 5 years. Though before we do this, I'm going to throw up the BRB screen because I need to use the restroom. So if anyone needs to stretch their water and drink their legs, now's the time for it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
My stream now.
Yes, take control.
My stream now. Hello, chat. How are we doing, chat? Hello, like Tabuya. How you doing? So, I'm just thinking that in our perpetual continuation of taking over the stream and completely, you know, redecoring it, shall we say, fixing it up, making it better. We already talked about real Sarah's takeover hours, absolutely. So we had already talked about the polkadot mechanical dinosaurs, right? I'm also now going to suggest that we have some sort of like, I don't know, some type of like storage unit where we can just keep ice cream on hand, like a freezer designated solely to ice cream, so that we can rate it whenever we want. I'm open to suggestions on what kind of flavors that we should put inside this giant freezer.
Well, I return, but I will always stand as I'm a basic bitch. We need to have at least one decent kind of vanilla.
You know what? And vanilla can be topped with a bunch of different things. So like A+, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
But you gotta get a proper one.
Yeah.
And then there's also the times do you want like the vanilla
Correct
bean?
Robot.
Oh, I didn't see robots.
Yes. Vanilla bean. But yes, correct robot. The one of those kinds that you find in a convenience store with the sliding glass door on top. Yes, absolutely. But no, we can absolutely have vanilla bean. I'm a proponent of Moose Tracks and mint chocolate chip.
That's fair. I'm not a big fan of mint. I can take mint, but it's never my preferred flavor choice.
That's fine. More for me then.
Yeah, exactly.
Chocolate ice cream. Yeah, no, that's also, those are great for milkshakes, in my personal opinion. Like a classic chocolate milkshake just hits the spot perfectly.
And then also, like, again, basics, but they're basics for a reason. At least 1 or 2 tubs of a good Neapolitan.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We need to get that rainbow sherbet in there as well.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
See, like Tabuya, you're a man of good taste. 10 out of 10. Quality.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Now I can take us from the BRB screen real quick. I'm just also just moving a few things on my desk. There's my Gatorade for later. Yeah, I got space for stuff. But yeah, now let's find out that, yeah, this is definitely the final battle that is going to take us through all of the rest of the game. This is totally where things are going to change. Though I do want to have one moment where I say, I'm actually really mad that they took such a wild character direction with Ronnie in this game. And I'm hoping that they subdue and, like, merge the two different characters. Because I loved Ronnie in the last game. But now I'm kind of like, why did you do this to her? You had something good. Okay, this looks cool. We entered into a strangely cramped space. This must be the exit. It's like a brand new, freshly created... Anyway, I get that sort of strong impression.
Bingo. BB の言い分なんて半分ぐらい疑っていたけど、やったわね。
迷宮を抜ければ出口があるですね。暴走していても BB は AI です。人間に嘘はつけない。
あれ？今やさくら？モニターの調子が悪い。
The transmission from the student council room cut out. Judging from how Rin and the others are acting, I'd have to deem that there isn't anything wrong on their side. There's a strong signal jammer veiling this place. Oh snap, she's here! That's BB. We've caught the culprit at last. This is BB's domain. If we were in the labyrinth, she could easily teleport away, but here, there's nowhere to run. All that's left is to capture BB and escape to the far side of the moon. Oh, escape from the far side of the moon. I've been saying that wrong the whole time. That's such a weird way to, like, extend that intonation. I hate that language given what I know about Japanese culture. Honestly, I like being compared to Luffy. Keep going. Ah, I see you're also in the Midwest and dealing with cicadas right now. The moon in the room does a 180. Is this BB's true character? All the floating particles in this space turn to hostility towards Gilgamesh and I.
I will not apologize for the fact that my brain autofills BB with Beyond Birthday every single time.
Oh no!
Oh, the squad!
Rest in fucking pieces.
A surface and an edge. An is that even legally a word? Unprecedentedly.
Yeah, that's a word.
Yeah, it's just so clunky, like unprecedentedly. Like unprecedented. It's right there. An unprecedentedly mighty attack, along with an attack of unparalleled sharpness, assault Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh takes the sun-coordinated attacks, and while being repelled away, manages to regain footing. I can't believe Fate Grand Order made her more tasteful.
I was about to... Wait, no, Fate Grand Order made her worse.
She at least had cups!
Fair enough.
Yeah, I love robot here. Game! 3 people? Their presence isn't one of being masters. Does this mean BB still had other servants around?
Yeah, neither can we.
Yeah, exactly, Gilgamesh. We're just kind of like, BB, why? Literally, why?
I feel like there's a joke in here about cosplayers at a convention, but I can't quite piece it together.
I mean, give us a minute here. We get to learn about their personality, so I'm sure we're going to get plenty. I'm glad that people are taking advantage of the drinking emote after this.
Yeah.
They're stuffed full of stuff! I'll say that! Composite heroes! That can't mean she's saying they're artificial servants with the combined abilities of multiple heroic spirits. Gilgamesh! I am so glad we picked you, because you're literally the only thing that should be able to compare to them. Oh wow, you literally just said...
この子たちの基本は英霊は英霊でも人間の英霊ではありません。
What? You can have non-human heroic spirits?
私が入するから引き出したのは女神の系列。神話上の女神を再現した
Yeah.
ハイサーバントと呼べる存在。
Remember, the Grail and Grand Order can literally pull from mythology outside of just basic heroes, depending on how you modify the Grail.
And they also did in fucking Prisma Ilia. Though they couldn't do a full god, they had to do a demigod. Fuck, I still have like so many chapters to get current in Prisma Ilia. Like, I only just got to the part I'm referencing.
言っておきますけど、今の先輩じゃ絶対に勝ち目はありません。それでも私と遊んでくれますか？
I don't
Gil
think...
must be in his own personal hell, because not only are these fake, quote-unquote, servants, but they're also literally divine.
Yeah, but actually, no, that's great because he is an anti-divine servant. If he had all of his powers, he could solo these two.
Yeah, he's got the powers, but man, he's not in a good place right now mentally.
Yeah. He's just like, it's two Ishtars. It's like having two Ishtars. Well, struggle against these two strange people. As if I can't even take a single step forward. My reason and instincts are telling me that if I step forward, I'll be killed. This is unbelievable. The exit and BB are right in front of us, but we can't take a single step ahead.
引き際を間違えるなよザシュ。貴様が終わるのは勝手だが、俺はあの女神どもに倒される俺など認めん。
Gilgamesh proving you right, Zako.
話は済みました？なら逃げていいですよ。逃げるアリさんをわざわざ踏みに行くほど暇順じゃないですから。私。お母様、侵食が第三階層に到達しました。好きにしなさい。私は中枢を目指すだけよ。
I'm sorry, but the third one, I know her name, but I can't say it yet because of the story, but the one back there is not even moving in its still motion.
Yeah. I mean, they are breathing, but that shouldn't work like that.
That was great for my tinnitus.
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。私、頑張りますから。私の世界はまだまだお預け。それじゃ、表に行っていい BB。まだまだドレインし足りないの。
Also, Mousewolf, wait till you see how she actually has to move. Because we have that knowledge.
あまり羽目を外さないように。あなた、雑食が過ぎるから。栄養を取りすぎても体の。
Hey, at least BB's health conscious.
とまあ、こんな子たちですけど、私を捕まえたいなら、なんとか退治しちゃってください。なあ、普通に考えたら絶対に無理なので、急降車で縮こまっていることを推奨します。そうですね。体感時間で1年ぐらいは精神の安全は保たれるんじゃないですか？それ以上は退屈で心が死んじゃうでしょうけど、体が死ぬよりはマシでしょ？今だって命が惜しくて仕方がないんだから。
So, BB, funny story about my body now that I'm remembering how the last game ended.
それじゃあ、死ぬ勇気もない人間には惨めに退場してもらえますか？はい、恒例の夫婦タイムです。急降車まで飛んでけー。
I don't think you know the meaning of that last word of those last words in the first sentence. Whoa!
神さんの時間稼ぎのおかげで新しい迷宮にできました。この迷宮が最後までできたらどうなるか、それはすぐにわかります。期待して待っていてくださいね。
I couldn't hear anything after you took us to light speed.
the massive fucking wind tunnel.
You should all be in hell. You have hair longer than most people. Sorry, I was clearing some stuff on my phone here. When I came to, I found myself at the entrance to the labyrinth. It's no use feeling discouraged now. To give my report, I'll head to the student council room. Julius! There's a lot to unpack. I feel like you'd be the best person, but I feel like you'd also just be like, why am I talking to you? Also, hey. Did we actually look at it? The fully, like, done secret guard? Okay, it stays like that.
We did.
Okay. I thought reverted to the picture that we see at the end where they actually are clothed and it's not embarrassing. But no, this game has to be weird. Good. Good that you made it back. You've taken some no damage, huh? Student council is convened due to the special circumstances. You two, head to the student council room right now. I really need a mood kindred right now, but I'll wait till after I at least talk to everybody. Also, it's going to be weird to look at Sakura now, since I've seen at least 3 people wear her face and be very weird. All the student council members are gathered in the student council room. Everyone has the same gloomy expression. They must know that BB prepared new sentinels, or rather 2 offshoots.
Alter egos. Welcome back. The operation went well. Is what I want to say. It doesn't really feel like it. Ronnie's being treated in the infirmary. Since she's been with BB longer than me, it seems to take longer to bring her back to normal.
I just want Moo to turn to Sakura. Please give her modest clothing. What she does after that, I don't care.
Yes, allowing a good recuperation will help. Emotional support is important.
Gateau actually being, valid for once.
That tan girl's cruel verbal abuse almost caused my ego to collapse. As you can see, though, I'm the usual Monji again.
You know what? Could you go back to not being the usual Manji? I feel like that would help everyone.
I agree. I second that. I concur.
Oh, also, I just noticed something that I gotta, rectify real quick here. Wait for it. There it is.
I did the thing!
In your case, it's more like you forgot everything rather than bouncing back. You had spiritually died from emaciation, so how is that that taking meals was all... Okay, sentence structure. You had spiritually died from emaciation, so how is it that taking meals was all it took for you to recover?
It is a result of my discipline, pale man. My almighty...
Oh, sorry. There it is.
My almighty scent is this. Steaming hot silver ash with Pacific celery.
Ha!
But I shall pass on Japanese plums.
Do you have an opinion on that, Zak? I'm not sure if you partake.
No.
I see. So on a spiritual level, you're immortal.
Zombie.
Go scrub some toilets for me.
What is this? Silver ash. Leo.
It's a classy bowl of rice, it sounds like. Maybe in certain situations, the freshly cooked rice is as valuable as platinum?
Then I've heard of it as well. A quality meal affects even morale in battle, especially the king's.
Also, apparently, Punk actually has had Japanese plums, and they're pretty okay.
お上手ですね。
Monji Gato. To compare the troops' supply line to gold and silver makes you quite a worthy man.
ダメダメっすね。
The old man isn't that profound. Simply, if he's got good things going on, then he'll just forget all the bitter things up until then. You know what? Mood. I feel like that's just being a millennial. That function is impressive. To forget one's damage, that's impossible. Even for the moon cell.
All alcohol. Yeah, a human's ability to alter their self-awareness when it suits them is one hell of a function, too. Telling you the truth, if the moon cell's OS became a Gato type, it would mean the end of the universe, most likely.
The universe would begin rather. There would be an dear Lord, why do you always throw random things when I'm trying to go through this? The universe would begin rather. There would be an alpine meadows worth of new dumb rules flying around randomly.
あなたのおかげです。
The mood sure changes when Gato is here. Making everyone go from dead silent to loquacious is quite a hidden skill.
Good quick read of Loquacious.
It's like I studied to be a voice actor and then gave up when I saw how hard it was.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
No need to be jealous. It's only natural as the head of cheering. The harder times are, the more you need to laugh, President Leo.
感謝します。
Yes, I've taken that to heart. I was planning for us to discuss BB and those two alter egos for a while now, but let's make some time for other things. Everyone is tired after all. I'll put off the briefing for 8 hours. Miss Tosaka, Sakura, I will organize the situation. So everyone, please get some rest.
They'll keep going without rest. Leo, Ren, and Sakura have been backing me up without a break since I entered the labyrinth. If anyone is tired, it should be those three.
Don't worry about it. All I can do right now is support you, Sonny, so of course I will.
As somebody who is, again, logistics focused and typically has to be this role, I feel for them being like, you are the person who can actually do things. I'm going to make sure everything doesn't break down behind you.
Mm-hmm.
You go to your room and rest ahead of us. Resting is important work too. We'll be fine. Once you get some sleep and recharge, we'll put you right back to work.
Ren's cheerful expression reveals none of her fatigue. I can't object if she puts it like that. Just like how she devotes herself to her duty, I had to carry out the duty that I've been given.
その調子です。
That's how it is. Brother, Gato, please get some rest as well, you two. Especially you, brother. You probably haven't had a wink of sleep since you got here. Since Sakura's here, you can't hide it for long.
そうだな。
Is that so? I certainly have been keeping at it. Her work may be in health management, but it's tough to fool Sakura and AI. I'll take a break myself then. No more than 2 hours. Moon, you get yourself plenty of rest too.
So I'm gonna make a joke that they can in fact fool an AI. It's called Nightshade.
Yeah. There's actually several ways to fool an AI. Though I'll also say, since it's been about 3 hours, we're probably just going to go in here, do our stuff with Gilgamesh, and then we'll find somebody to raid.
Yeah, it's literally just talk to Gil and that'll be the end of it.
Gil, could you share some of that wine for once? Though we should also let's check Information Matrix, because now we should have all of Lancer's stuff.
Real name, Elizabeth Bathory. Noble Phantasm, Killing Sarkani.
Okay, also Thunderous Dragon Cry for a translation. As for stats, dear lord, she's as middling as ever. How did she survive?
I mean, you can't say that because we lost her 2 times.
Yeah, but we're literally playing with a servant who is supposed to be handicapped.
Killing Sarkani. the majesty of a thunder dragon, regarded in Hungary as a weather spirit since long ago, converted into a noble phantasm. That dragon goes by the name of Sarkani. Amplifies sounds and vibrations, calling forth wind and rain via resonance. Originally meant to amplify the inherent dignity and charisma of the owner's voice, make soothing undulations, project malice to break the wills of others, or simply amplify the volume of their voice by a factor of 9 and 9 after that. A demonic singing voice that tramples and destroys not only the body, but even the hearts of those who hear it.
And that's everything. Oh, wait, so no, there was one more.
Character background 1.
Yeah.
Character background 1. Elizabeth Bathory, a real person, born in 1560, died in 1614. She was born in one of the noble families of Hungary, the Bathory family, which had a dragon's fang as its crest. One of the models for the vampire Carmilla. A wicked woman said to have bathed in the lifeblood of more than 600 women in order to preserve her own beauty. The Bathory house held a majority of influence in Eastern Europe, as she also possessed the blood of the Habsburg house, making her a pureblood noble by lineage. However, be it from many blood family marriages or a result of their luxurious lifestyle, the family contained many cruel and insane individuals. Homosexuals, pedophiles, and Satanists were not uncommon among her relatives. Okay.
Yeah.
Elizabeth was not an exception and became quite infamous. In Kashid Castle, her territory in what is now Slovakia, she is believed to have killed more than 600 women and, in order to preserve her beauty, enjoyed bathing in the blood she wrung from them, a repulsive bloodbath. Though she killed many in her fiefdom, she wasn't charged with any crime until her final days. Back then, it was apparently a trend among the Hungarian nobility to not even consider people who weren't nobles as humans. Her murders never posed any problems. Yes, not until a single girl survived her prison castle and rushed to the Vatican.
Man, I kind of wish at some points they weren't as, faithful to the translations. Alright, let's speak to Gil.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is where.
Those women, alter egos they were called, a collection of merits from impudent goddesses, high servants. Their repulsiveness is incredibly bad, but it's interesting. Strange mixes are good now and then. That BB, she wants to get on my nerves.
I'm so glad we actually chose Gil for this, because he seems like the best servant to have for, just a viewpoint character. While spewing all that out, Gilgamesh smiles with delight. Despite who the servant is, the appearance of the alter ego seems surprising, yet exciting for him. I'm amazed, but also impressed at how carefree he is. For me, I don't feel as optimistic about the appearance of enemies who surpass Elizabeth.
What are you talking about? BB isn't the one entertaining me. The look on your faces, mongrel. Our battles until now have truly been for naught. You rescued those 2 women, but 2 more have come to hinder you. Your memories have yet to return, and you have nothing to even compensate for your command seals. Moreover, the enemy is formidable and unknown to even me. How does it feel? It would be natural for any decent person to have their heart broken, and average Magus all the more. However, it appears that my contractor, surprisingly, does not consider this to be a predicament. The one person within this school weaker than everyone else gazes at the heavens more intensely than anyone. Man is a thinking reed, so a philosopher once said. It sums you up perfectly. Be proud. Your tenacity is the only thing I have not, is your one and only merit, so cherish and keep it close.
Could it be? Maybe it's just my imagination, but could it be that he just praised me? Damn. I know I'm misunderstanding, but I still feel kind of happy. Am I glad that the servant is evaluating me, or that he praised me for being stubborn as a mule? Though it doesn't matter which. What is important What's important is that by Gilgamesh's casual remarks, my emotions instantly became excited. Now I can keep fighting. As he said, my memories are hazy, my command seals have vanished, and my relationship with my servant is terrible, but I can recover from all that.
How unfortunate, though. Those egos don't seem to include any Mesopotamian.
うまくいかぬな。
If they had any Ishtar in them, I would have no choice but to unseal Ea. That BB, she knows where my weak spots are.
He's literally...
I love the implication of that is if she had taken any traces of Ishtar or any Mesopotamian god in that, I would have ended the game right then and there.
Yeah, no, it's just basically like her, Ereshkigal. Like, I don't know much more about the Babylonian pantheon. I mostly know the creation myths, but still, he's just like, just one slip up, and this would have been done. No, but now I get to keep fighting with the handicap. This will be fun. Gilgamesh keeps talking. I interject now and then with yes, yes, to look like I was paying attention, but my eyelids started to grow heavy. My fatigue-amassed consciousness falls into sleep. Close my eyelids, listening to Gilgamesh's voice like a bedtime story. Maybe my tenacity really is something else. I have gotten used to this to his condescending attitude, like I am now. And now it's time for me to put up the BRB screen, and let's find us.
Hooray!
We did it!
Wow. But yeah, no, this was a fun time. I'm glad that we got to just hang out like this and do this. So, wrong button.
All I have are big names.
I actually got Sasquatch.
Okay, yeah, we go see him.
Yep, and I will take L Robot's thing for. I think we all feel like this right now after what we've been put through. Anime is a mistake. That's our main message.
Yeah. Yep.
Make sure I spell that right. Okay, so Zako and Saris, where can people find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Zakoduo. I'm trying to get back into more into streaming, especially now that I learned I'll be moving in the next few months. So my main focus right now is to just finish up Alan Wake 2, especially now that the DLC is released and we can get through 3 episodes of Night Springs for that. So we'll try and finish up as soon as we can.
You can find me here tomorrow for our game Those Who Wander. Otherwise, you can find me all over the internet at Tixdixl, where I'm there, I guess, doing things. I guess
you put out a really nice piece this week. So yeah, people should look at that.
Oh yeah, I did do an illustration this week. I did 3 actually.
But you only posted 1, but I really like that one, so I want to make sure it got looked at by people. But
Listen,
now
I forget to post things on social media, so thank you for reminding me.
You're fine. You guys have already found me. Tomorrow is Those Who Wander, and we don't have enough time with the raid thing counting down for me to go into else, but thanks for all coming out. Thanks for having a good time. We will see you again in 2 weeks' time, so thank you. Bye-bye!